Yes, yes. Welcome to the pre-show full-time content creator webinar. Super excited that you're here. We're just now kind of coming up to the top of the hour. Just wanted to jump in, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I can see you on the live chat on the page. What's up, Marcelo? I see you in Brazil. What's up, Karen? Great to see you. Hello, Matthew. Pumped you're here. Woo, woo. Good to see you, Melissa. Hey, what do you do? Where are you at? What are you doing? What are you up to? It's Las Vegas time right now. We're coming up on 6 p.m. Drinking on a mason jar of water. Tell me what you're drinking in the live chat and what time it is where you're watching from. What's up, Baron? What's up, Anne-Marie? We got Peyton from Texas. Good to see you. Jeff from Windsor, Ontario. Chris finished up his law school work. Great job, Chris. And now it's time to learn the YouTubes. Just starting to make dinner, 6 p.m. in California. Oh, man, that's going to get me distracted because we're gonna have an hour of content. We're going to have an hour of Q&A. I'm going to create an appetite, ramping up to that. Now we got North Vancouver, Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines. The S is silent. Is that true? What up, sunny Florida? Alex, good to see you. Denmark, 3 a.m. Now that's hardcore. That you would invest in yourself, your learning, your future. To stay up till 3 a.m. to be here means the world to me. Thanks for being here. 11 p.m. in Brazil. Tom's editing some thumbnails. I feel you, man. You know, we've been out here in Vegas. I actually pulled up a picture. We just had a great weekend. This week, Las Vegas, I live in a desert, right? It's a desert. And we've been getting snow. And what a lot of people don't know about Las Vegas is actually that a short drive from here, you can make it into the snow. This is my wife, Sonia, and I. We're about 45 minutes from my house in the desert of Las Vegas. And we just went out this past weekend, played in the snow. Let me know, what are some of the things you love to do? I actually am a snowboarder. I haven't gone this season yet. And what the weather's been like where you're at. But it's been crazy. Friends have been sending pictures about snow in their neighborhoods here in Vegas. And so we're in the pre-show right now. Pumped to see you. Let me know where you're watching from. Super excited to hang out. Of course, today we're talking all about how to build your income as a content creator. 5 steps for growing your brand online and creating a 6-figure income on social media. But we're on the pre-show. So let me know where you're watching from. There's a button on this page right below here that says click to tweet. And we're actually going to be giving away 5 copies of my book, YouTube Secrets. Have you read this? Co-authored this book with Benji Travis. We got 5 copies in celebration of our first live webinar of 2019. And so click the button below this video. And that just kind of puts out, lets other people know about this webinar. Use the hashtag *GrowYourInfluence. Kimberlea, good to see you. Man, we got Orlando in the house, Florida, San Antonio. It's crazy, man. People turn up. People, you know, stuff people say. Dope. Quebec, Canada. I love it. Hey, Tom, thanks for the review on Amazon of YouTube Secrets. We're going to start in just a second. At the top of the hour, we'll dive right into it. Just want to, we got Brett in Michigan. He's been shooting his vlog now. Brett, I see you. I see that weight loss journey you're on. I saw you wandering around your house, and I was wondering what I could grab from your fridge, as I'm always hungry. What's up, Southern Oregon? Simple skiing. Love it. Got to get out in the mountains soon. Yorktown beaches of VA, Washington, D.C. Good to see you, Jade, Perry, Clarice. Man, I'm so pumped. I've been working on real hard on my new content. We're going to have the team here today. So Heather, Taurus, and Melissa are helping me. If you see me throughout this, you might see me talking in the chat, or you might see Shop Mad Market or Heather in the chat. They'll be there to help you with questions. What's up, Miami? Good to see you. Rod, Stacy, Eddie. Great to see you guys. Super pumped. And they're going to be helping today. Help you answer questions. We got an hour of training. We're going to do an hour of Q&A as well. I'm going to tell you about our Inner Circle program, just so you know what the full agenda is. Right in the middle there, just for about 10 minutes. And we're going to work on building your income as a content creator today. And so with that, I'm excited to jump into it right now. And it looks like people are turned up. And we're going to just get Sean's favorite word now, turnt. We're getting turnt on the Masterclass. You know us hardcore content creators. You could be watching Netflix. You could be turnt in the club right now, but you're on taking notes, studying, investing in your future and your learning. You're my favorite kind of people, man. I'm the same way, right? Just webinars, training. Come on, let's learn how to growth hack, social media. I'm the same way, so I'm so pumped you're here today. Well, we're going to dive straight into it, friends and family. Let's do it. Here we go. First of all, we're in the official Grow Your Influence Masterclass. Where are you from? We've seen so many people shouting us out, but you should be watching this now on the and you can see the live chat. I can see you over there. Super pumped. I see the UK here, Vegas. I'm streaming to you from Vegas live right now, and I'm super pumped to see you. AMSR Tingle Time. What's up, Melody Johnson? Great to see you. Let me know where you're from. Shout me out in the live chat. We got people from all around the world on tonight, and so I'm super excited, or the morning, depending on what time you're watching. Today's topic is 5 steps for growing your brand online and creating a 6-figure income using social media, even if you're starting from scratch. And if you're new to me and we're just meeting, my name is Sean, and my passion is helping people really build their influence with online video and social media. This has been a journey for me over the last few years, and now the Think Media team is helping support this mission. And today we're going to be talking about the full-time creator path. I'm really excited about this because obviously the goal is to work your way up the mountain to the top of the mountain and to hit that target of full-time. Now, to define that, maybe that is because you're a personal brand, a social media influencer, or maybe you realize that every entrepreneur in business needs to be creating content, that if you're a real estate agent, you need to be a content creator. And maybe it is that you're trying to light your brand, your income, your impact on fire. Well, I'm glad, because that's what we're going to do today. Hey, if you're sharing on social media anywhere, use the hashtag Grow Your Influence. I'm going to be coming back in after this to connect, answer questions, follow the hashtag around the internet. So any platform of your choice, please use the hashtag. And if you want to be entered to win a copy of YouTube Secrets, there's a button right below this training. You can just click to tweet, nice and easy. When you send out that tweet, it just has the hashtag Grow Your Influence. In like a week or two, we'll draw the winners, and then we'll be sending out some copies of YouTube Secret just to honor you for being here and helping us spread the word. So click to tweet button and then take notes. I want to encourage you right now, turn off distractions. Block some time to watch this whole training, because this is the time to work on you, to work on your business, to get clear, to get focused. And so grab a journal and tell me now in the live chat, why are you here? What is it that you're here for? What is it that you want to accomplish? And why are you here on this training? Let me know in the live chat. I'm going to look over here at you guys. I know we're doing all kinds of different things. So what is one of your ambitions, your goals, your mission as a content creator or as an entrepreneur? Jose is an online music educator. I love that. Just scuba diving. I need to better my content. Well, you're in the right place. Awesome. I need to understand analytics. That's awesome. We're going to be able to help you today for sure. Expand my brand, Rod says, to be able to live freely without a 9-to-5 job. I love that. Freedom. This is definitely for you. Man, the chat's going super fast. I love this. I'm going to see if I can pop it out. So you guys are really coming in fast here. So you're really in the right place. But to be clear on who exactly this workshop is for is if you're a social media influencer, maybe you're a video creator and a YouTuber, an online marketer of any kind, or an entrepreneur, and you want to leverage social media and online marketing to build your business, your small business, or your personal brand. Maybe you're a speaker, author, or a coach. This workshop is designed for you. And what we're going to learn today are the 5 secrets. I think I missed a slide here. What we're going to learn today, and I didn't, 5 secrets for succeeding as a social media influencer, content hacks that will help you get more likes, subscribers, and engagement. So I saw a lot of people that are wanting to do that. Regardless of your niche or industry, these tactics are going to help you. Plus, 3 different ways to generate $100,000 per year as a content creator. So get ready for all of that. And then ask me anything at the end of the workshop. And so you can ask questions throughout, and Melissa and Heather on the Think Media team, if you type in like question marks before and after your question, it'll really stand out, and that'll be moved over to a document, and we'll cover those at the end. You can also tweet me at Sean Cannell. Make sure to use the hashtag Grow Your influence. And then at the end, I'm going to show you how you can learn more about some advanced training in a new exclusive online community called Inner Circle. So that's really our agenda today. But get your questions in because I cannot wait for Q&A. So kicking it off now, who are some of your favorite content creators? Who are some of your favorite content creators? You know, for me, I watch a variety of content, whether that's the entrepreneurial stuff, valuetainment, Gary Vee. I like PDS, the Phil DeFranco show for my news. You know, I like to watch a lot of course, filmmakers and stuff. I like to watch like, you know, this stock show from L2L things. So I see Mr. Beast, Gary Vee, Peter McKinnon, Shane Dawson, Kimberlea says, man, he's got some good long form series lately. Shameless Maya, PewDiePie, Peter McKinnon, so many. You guys, thank you so much, Dustin. So yeah, like we're obviously living in a world, and you're on here, where we know that this content creator thing is a real deal, right? And what we've been living through is we've been seeing the rise of influencer marketing. And influencer marketing is basically this. Of course, Casey Neistat, loved by many. You know, he puts out videos, vlogs, his creativity. But in a video like this is a sponsored video, right? SeatGeek, a place where you can buy tickets. He is saying use his code. They're paying him, link in the description. And this is like an influencer marketing campaign. He's doing whatever kind of content he's doing, but because he's built influence, he's able to monetize it as an influencer, right? We interviewed Shelby Church on Video Influencers, and here's a sponsored post, right? It's even tagged paid sponsorship with Blue Bunny. She used hashtag ad. And on Instagram, she's an influencer and she's making money, right, from that post. My friend Judy Travis, this is the wife, right, of the co-author of YouTube Secrets, Benji Travis. They have a vlog channel, a family vlog channel. And from time to time, they'll get a vlog sponsored with like thegrove.co. So she's cleaning the house and she's, you know, talking about the various Myers cleaning multi-surface stuff she likes to use. Side note, do you like that Myers stuff? My wife Sonia is super into that stuff, right? Because it's like, you know, ethical and like organic or whatever. And so, but yeah, right. This is an influencer campaign. Here's one of our Skillshare sponsorship, right, that we did. This is Think Media. And so recently for our CES coverage, we did a brand deal with Skillshare. Really ties in with our brand because we are obsessed with personal development, leveling up your learning, getting the skills you need to succeed, right, as an entrepreneur and as a creator. And there's a link in the description. The campaign is tracked. And so a couple facts you need to know as we lay a foundation for today's class. Number one, companies and brands around the world want to work with, take note, niche influencers. And so check this out. You could see some in studies that there's been a rise in searches for influencer marketing in 2017, like it's just radically blowing up. And in 2018 and 19, that growth curve has gone even faster up, meaning more and more companies are getting into this space looking for influencers to work with, right? And so you've got this right here. This is the number of new platforms and agencies in the influencer marketing market. Agencies that connect brands with you, or they open up sites like that are middlemen to connect you with brand deals. So this whole influencer marketing space is exploding. So fact number two, companies are paying influencers billions of dollars, market billions of dollars to promote their products. And so in this survey, back in 2017, they saw that the fastest growing online customer acquisition method wasn't companies investing in email, paid search, affiliate marketing. This is the companies. They're spending their dollars on influencer marketing, and it's the fastest way that they're wanting to market is working with influencers, but specifically micro influencers and niche influencers. Now in 2019, new article here, influencer marketing on Instagram alone is a $2 billion industry. That means $2 billion is flooding into the industry. Some is going to the agencies that represent influencers, probably around 20 to 30%. So around $1.7 billion is going into the pockets of the influencers themselves, probably rough numbers there. And the influencer marketing space across all social media platforms is estimated to grow to $5 to $10 billion industry by 2020. I hope you're on this masterclass because you want a piece of that. Like I believe, see, that's big money. That's $10 billion industry. And you need your piece. You got to stake your claim, plant your flag, position yourself right to be ready to capitalize on that, or to capitalize on it immediately as you build your influence. So let's look at YouTube as a specific example of how much money you can make as an influencer in the breakdown. So this is Katrina Garcia. She's a 23-year-old who went from waitressing to earning millions as the slime queen. Okay. So her YouTube channel is about slime. And she, in 3 years, she started putting content out there and went from waitressing to making millions. Now, by the way, at the top of this webinar, you're not on here because I'm promising you're going to be a millionaire or anything like that. And I know you know that, but this is an example of somebody probably at like the higher end of how much money you can make on YouTube. Now, we did some research, and an older article gave us some actual data that said thousands of YouTube channels now are making 6 figures on advertising revenue alone per year. Thousands. So this was back in 2012. And we're like, okay, thousands of YouTube channels are making over $100,000 per year. So then just in 2019, they released this new article that said there's some new milestones that YouTube has hit. A couple of them are the channels with over 1 million subscribers nearly doubled in 2018. And the number of creators earning 5 figures, that means at least $10,000, or 6 figures, at least $100,000 in the last year, grew more than 40%. And if you study out the data, you could see that year over year, they're always like, it grew by 30%, 40%. And so conservatively, from our research, we know that tens of thousands of YouTube creators are earning over 6 figures. So the breakdown's kind of like this. There's some people like Katrina, they're going to crush it, hit that 7-figure mark. Then it's going to broaden out, and there's going to be a lot of people in that middle space hitting 6 figures. Thousands of creators are hitting 7 figures a year. Tens of thousands of creators are hitting 6 figures a year. And hundreds of thousands of creators are earning 5 figures a year as we speak, like as you're watching this. And this industry is not slowing down. It is only blowing up and growing up, right? And here's what's nuts is all of that data is based off YouTube ads because that's all YouTube can track. They're saying, okay, Katrina or whoever is we're paying them that much money off of just YouTube ads on their videos. Well, man, if you've watched Think Media for very long, you know that that's sometimes probably the smallest income stream. Am I right? So like, if people are hitting those numbers just with YouTube ads, well, that's really good news for you and me, because when you go into multiple streams of income, affiliate marketing, you do some brand deals, you do whatever else, you can really compound your income. My friend Alejandro Reyes is a great example of this. He and his wife about 2 years ago on their vlog channel hit 6 figures of income off of a 35,000 subscriber channel that got between 1,000 to 2,000 views per vlog. And you might think that's crazy, but because of positioning and because of figuring out how to be different and because of pursuing brands and whatnot, they hit 6 figures off a 35,000 subscriber channel. That would never hit YouTube's radar because they don't really know what influencers are doing on the back end, but this stuff is the real deal. This stuff is possible. Fact number 3, influencer marketing is happening on every major online platform. So it's happening across social media. It's also happening on podcasts, all the podcast networks. It's also happening on all the blog networks. So influencer marketing is an everywhere type of thing if you have influence in any of these places, right? Fact number 4, micro influencers are in high demand right now. And so Hello Society found that micro influencers or accounts with 30,000 or fewer followers are more beneficial to work with for marketers. And they figured out that compared to the Kim Kardashians of the world or the Brad Pitts, traditional celebrity of the world, that a lot of times these expensive campaigns with those huge A-list celebrity influencers are not as effective as working with multiple micro influencers. Trust is higher. People, even though they have a smaller audience, usually it's a more engaged audience. And watch this, check this article out, or a couple things. First, another article, Forbes, micro influencers are the marketing force of the future. And that means under 30,000 followers. But check it out, highly engaged audience and a specific niche audience. Really want you to think about that. You got to niche down. You got to be focused. This is an example of Ali Lerner for Spiritual Gangster, kind of a yoga brand that's, I believe, based in California. So look at this. Non-celebrity bloggers are better influencers than celebrities. Move over to Kim Kardashian. Nearly a third, 30% of consumers are more likely to purchase a product endorsed by a non-celebrity than a celebrity. And as you age down, look at millennials, according to a report from a marketing firm, Collective Bias. Among them, 70% of millennials have the strongest preference for peer endorsements. I hope you're pumped because that just means as you build trust and community with even just a smaller group of people, that they know you're good for it, and they know like you're being transparent and you're authentic and you're just serving them and you're helping them with like home organization or like home school or like fashion or DIY or beauty. And as you even look at the younger generations, they want the peer relationship. They want someone who's going to be real and raw with them and not some flashy celebrity that they can't relate to. Fact number 5, an increasing number of people are making a career out of being an influencer. So this article from Hashoff, it basically did a survey of people who were content creators and found out that 28% of the creators were considered that being an influencer was their main job. And then 6 months later, 12% said it was their full-time job. Basically what this article was saying was that out of a group surveyed that it wasn't full-time for them yet, they checked back in with them 6 months later and was like, now it's full-time. So more and more people, and this might be like you right now, you might be like, okay, well, I've already made a few bucks online. Like I made $1.80, I made $5. I wouldn't call I'm not full-time yet, right? The rate at which people are figuring this stuff out and mastering this stuff is accelerating. So that's super, super cool. Here's the bottom line. There is massive opportunity right now in the influencer marketing space. And we're going to talk about that in this training. But if you are new to me, super quick, why should you listen to me? Like, why should I even have the authority to be talking about this content? Well, I'm glad you asked. Quick backstory. I grew up in the Seattle area. And if you're familiar with Seattle here in the US, it's the home of Starbucks coffee, Microsoft, Nirvana. Come on, if you are an elder millennial like me, maybe you grew up in the grunge movement. Macklemore came from Seattle. Amazon was birthed in Seattle. Amazon is Seattle's a cool place. A lot of good music, a lot of culture, a lot of vibes in the Pacific Northwest. And let me know if you've ever been to Seattle before. But here's the thing. Even though this was the area I grew up in, I did not grow up in this cool, culturally relevant, progressive place. I grew up in north of Seattle in a small town called Arlington, Washington. Like this is Arlington right here, okay? Here's a picture of me in a tree. There's young Sean climbing a tree and, doing my thing. And I got into video actually back in 2003. I just started volunteering at my church, and the youth pastor was like, yo, can you make videos on Wednesday nights? So I started to shoot video, edit video, and friends, your first videos are your worst videos. You can relate to that. Believe me, I can relate to that. Like terrible videos, but I was like cutting my teeth. I was figuring it out. And so I was doing that. I was volunteering there. And then my main thing was actually working at Red Robin for years. In fact, I worked at Red Robin, a burger restaurant, for over 10 years. Those are all my shirts. Those are all the flair I collected, all the books and stuff. I don't even think I was supposed to have that much Red Robin paraphernalia, but I did. And so I was in that side hustle season. And it was during that season, right, that I was working Red Robin. And while I enjoyed my job, I had a dream of something bigger, right? And maybe you can relate. Like, tell me, like, you could relate to having a bigger dream. I had a dream while I had my, day job of getting to my dream job because I was in this content space and discovering all these things. And so I went all in and began to study and stumbled along the way. But I just was like, I want to create freedom. I want to figure out how to create content and make a living from it. I want to do some of these things other people are doing, right? That maybe you're watching them do it. And since that time, and probably around the time we got connected, it's been amazing because I've been able to see that come into fruition. And so whether that's being featured in Forbes, getting to speak at like Social Media Marketing World or Vid Summit, and whether that's, now having been able to help thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, with video marketing and learning search engine optimization and research, getting to connect with and interview and even do business development and collabs with, a lot of people in the influencer and the entrepreneur space that have been huge mentors to me and inspiring to me. So some of the people I used to look up to, I've been able to collaborate with, and it's been absolutely stunning, all from stepping out and pursuing this content creator career. I've gotten to work with some incredible brands, especially as a tech YouTuber. And so what's the point? Well, the point is this dude who was working at Red Robin was able to climb this mountain. It wasn't easy, and I didn't really have a guide, and I didn't really have any kind of shortcuts, but that's what this webinar is all about. I want to help you figure out how to ascend that mountain, right? To really go from, if I could go from waiting tables to living my passion to being a full-time content creator, I believe you can too. And what happened was the initial thing we did was we we're putting out YouTube videos, and I built a full-time income with just YouTube and affiliate marketing. Before I ever taught a webinar and started like teaching how to do this stuff, I built a six-figure income aside from doing training and membership sites and digital courses. And once I hit that milestone, I could have settled. I was like, this is cool. My wife and I are living in Vegas. We're crushing it. Cost of living here is pretty good. It's all good. But I began to be stirred for something more and to be able to share the life-changing power that stepping into this arena at a high level has made on me. And that's what's kind of shaped our vision at Think Media, because we're on a mission to help 10,000 people make a full-time living and difference in the world by doing what they love with online video. And so I hope you could be one of those 10,000 people. And so how cool would it be to be able to turn your passion and creativity into a career, right? To create additional streams of income for you and your family and to be known and respected in your niche. If I can do this, so can you. And so let's jump into the full-time content creator secrets. And we're going to be going through the full-time creator path, And it starts with platform. When we start this off, you got to know, where are you going to build your influence online? If you're going to be a content creator, you need a place to host your content. And you might be like, Sean, I'm hoping for some deeper secrets than this. Okay, we're going to get there. But like, this is foundational stuff. You need to strategically be positioned in the right place for your niche and your topic. Where are you going to host your content? So I want to ask you, what platforms are you active on right now? What platforms are you focusing on right now? Because there's always new opportunities. I mean, you could jump on Anchor. You could be going after TikTok right now. You could be, of course, focusing on YouTube. You could still be trying to build your influence on MySpace. I don't know, right? And of course, there's the big ones, but I think there are strategic platforms. I mean, I see Johnny saying LinkedIn. I see mostly Instagram from Jamins. I see Kimberlea on IG, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So we're on a lot of different ones. Only YouTube, of course. YouTube is a huge one. I think everyone should be on YouTube. And so we're on a lot of different platforms. But a question to ask here, a couple questions, is who is your target audience? Where is your target audience? And then also, what platforms do you love and use the most? Like, who is your target audience and knowing them, and then what platforms are they on? So if we look at this, and this is updated numbers, Pinterest is a little bit lower on this list, but Pinterest might be an ideal platform for you. Did you know that Pinterest is the only other social network besides YouTube that's a search engine? So it's a great way to get discovered, potentially, if it's right for you, right? And you go over here and you can see, of course, Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, some of the big hitters, messaging apps are on there as well. And then it goes on down the list. But as a content creator that's building a career, you need to be in the right places, right? It's like in real estate, location. So you want to be in the right locations. Some stats showed us that YouTube seems to be the second most influential social media platform for purchases. Now, this is also beginning to think, I want to be in the right places so that I'm positioned to profit. Like, if people know that YouTube drives sales, brands know that, then I probably want to be on YouTube, right? 18% of consumers are influenced by YouTube regarding their purchases. And every brand and influencer needs to know that. Instagram, 92% of marketers cite Instagram as the most important social network for influencer marketing in 2018 and probably 2019 as well, I would say, because Instagram's hot. But here's a big mistake. And as you're on here, and it's real easy to get distracted and to be doing a million things at once and to be overwhelmed, and maybe that's how you feel right now, like trying to keep up with all the platforms and post content everywhere. A big mistake is spreading yourself too thin too soon. It's actually my belief that all of us should maximize all the platforms, because why wouldn't you? They're free. You know what I mean? Your energy and creativity is the one thing you need to layer on top of these free platforms. However, if you divide your energy and your creativity too thin, check it out, too soon, it'll be fatal to you as a content creator. And so I like to recommend this. I think that all of us need to define their primary platform and then have a secondary platform. So maybe tell me that. If you had to narrow it down to two, and you do because you're on this masterclass, what is your primary platform? And then what is your secondary platform? Especially if you're starting, you got to stay focused, keep it narrow. And dare I even say that 80% of your focus should just be on your primary platform. For the first few years, even though I could have been and should have been other places, I was focusing just on YouTube. I see a lot of people, Hamilton Farms, YouTube and Facebook, YouTube and Insta. I love it. YouTube now, Instagram, Melody says. Right. So really think about over this next year, maybe narrowing your focus and doing less, but doing less better on the platform you should be on the most. Okay. And so power questions, what platform should I focus on as a creator for your niche? Obviously photography, Instagram, right? Obviously video content, YouTube, but it might not be as clear as that. Maybe Facebook Watch, which is kind of Facebook's competitor to YouTube, is something you want to pursue. I don't know. You've got to be doing the research and thinking about these questions. What platforms do I need to master then is the second question. Because at that platform stage, it's not enough to just be on the platform. That's what most people are doing. Are you mastering the platform? And so we're going to talk about some promotional strategies in a bit, but once you've identified your primary platform, here'd be my next question. If you're serious and you're on this masterclass, so you are. So that means you're like, Sean, I want to be a full-time content creator and I know my primary platform. My next question is, are you focusing on mastering it? And I think you're on this masterclass, so the answer would be yes, but at a high level. I was thinking about Conor McGregor recently. I'm Irish, partly in my background, so of course, and USC is based here in Vegas, so I kind of love the guy. But I was thinking about him, and he just talked about the amount of work he put into it. When he identified he wanted to be a fighter and a mixed martial artist, he didn't then just say, okay, well, I know what I'm going to do and where I need to be. He then went to the gym and started to level up his craft, began to skill up. So then ask yourself, okay, if I really know which platforms I'm focusing on, what else do I need to master about it, study about it, and learn about it? All right. Number 2 in our journey is positioning. This is your niche, your style, and your unique brand in a specific market, your positioning. So some power questions here is, what is your content about and what value does it offer? Who is your target audience? What is your value proposition? And are there products and brands in this niche? So wherever you are, you're working on web design, coding, all this kind of stuff. So you're like, okay, I'm going to help people learn how to code. All right, that's what your content is about. What's the value? I'm going to help them code. Who's the target audience? Aspiring students and people that want to learn code. Or maybe you take it and you say, I actually want to do a channel because there's lots of content for students that want to code. I want to do content on the internet for people over 50 that want to learn coding. Now we're getting your positioning a little bit narrowed down, and you're maybe going to a white space that is less of a crowd in it. What is your value proposition? Hey, I'm going to make simple and easy coding videos that people could follow who maybe did not grow up with all the internet and technology like some of the younger people of today. And then are there products and brands in the niche? The reason that's important is because you're on the full-time content creator masterclass, so we need to profit from this. So you would just say, okay, in coding, is there maybe other educational resources? Is there software? Is there computers? And yes, the answer would be yes. There's brands, there's products that would want to not just potentially market products as an affiliate, and we'll talk about that, but maybe that would want to work with you because you've positioned yourself in a specific niche. So meet Heather. She's a great example of this. She's also in the chat, and she's part of the Think Media team, but she's also got kind of a side project or side hustle of her YouTube channel, and that is the Homeschool House. Now, she's a micro influencer and an influencer with a lot of influence at that. She's got 12,000 subscribers, super narrow promise. And in the homeschool niche, it's not a big market. And so people would want to work with her all day long, right? And so let's go through those power questions again through the lens of Heather. What is your content about and what value does it offer? And as we do this, I want you to be going through this content through the lens of you. I want you to write these questions down and be brainstorming. So her content is about homeschool advice, tips, and community. Who's her target audience? Primary is homeschool moms, but it's people researching homeschooling. Look, if you don't have the answers to these questions, then how are you going to get traction as a content creator? Like you have to have clarity before you start. This is positioning, right? Okay. So then what is your value proposition? What is your value proposition? Well, you're going to get tips about homeschool from me, interviews with experts or authors on homeschool, and then just general encouragement. That's a value proposition too. It doesn't even have to be educational. It's crazy trying to figure out how to homeschool kids, right? And scary. So you're going to get that. And then are there products and brands in your niche? Now you might immediately think, well, that's kind of a hard one. And a lot of people say this. Have you ever felt that? Like, oh, I don't feel like it'd be easy as it is to do affiliate marketing for you, Sean, in tech as it is in my niche. In a way that while that might be true, on a macro level, what's crazy is it's usually a myth for pretty much every niche. Because yes, there's lots of products. She did a $1,600 brand deal. She does affiliate marketing around Amazon products that they use to organize her homeschool room or decorate. They have books that they can do. They could do homeschool curriculum and affiliate programs related to that, subscription boxes, magazines, all kinds of stuff. So what I want you to be doing is mapping out your plan, right? That's what these questions are all about. And so a big mistake here is trying to be a generalist and trying to reach everybody. Again, superstar generic celebrities are not the ones that brands are going to want to work with. And to be honest, brands are never going to stop working with them because they do have influence. But what they want is the alignment. They want that, what Heather has. Small audience, highly engaged audience, hyper-focused. She is not a generalist. She's not trying to reach everyone. Therefore, she's winning in very minimal time and effort because it's just a little side project for her because she's got a lot on her plate. Zig Ziglar said it this way: don't become a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific. I hope that rings true for you on the internet right now. This is what it takes to win and get ahead. Don't become a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific. So how do you stand out in a crowded niche? I'm glad you're here because one of the biggest challenges we face as a content creator is how do you ultimately stand out, right? And so this is my favorite analogy, and it's this. If you think your niche is crowded, ask yourself, is coffee crowded? Like the coffee industry? Yes, it is. Here's a picture of a United States, coffee shelf of all the different brands you could choose from coffee. It's crazy. It could be like anything else. You're like, I see on there Seattle's Best, Millstone, Maxwell House, Luzane, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all these other brands, right? Coffee is crowded, okay? So let's talk about it. So when you think about it in the coffee space, there's a brand like Starbucks, yeah? There's also a brand like Dunkin' Donuts, and there's a brand like Mothership Coffee. Now, you probably never heard of Mothership, but that's just like a local coffee roastery here in Vegas. And so what I mean is maybe you've been like a place like this. Like you've seen this guy, right? With the wax mustache, tattooed arms. He's got his full setup, a coffee spot like this. What you want to define is your USP, your unique selling proposition. Because the fact is, all three of those brands are succeeding. All three of those brands sell the same thing, but all three of those brands do it differently. And insert whatever brands you want. Starbucks, they're selling an experience. For a lot of coffee aficionados, they're also selling burnt coffee, right? It's maybe it's not the best coffee in the world, but you're getting an experience, you're getting convenience, you're getting consistency because they're everywhere. Dunkin' Donuts, you're maybe getting speed and it's cheaper. Mothership, you're getting coffee art, single origin beans, just amazing flavor, berry notes of cumin from the soils of Africa, whatever. And so they're unique. They're all selling the same thing, but they figured out how to be different. That's what I want for you this year, is to figure out how to be different. And you need to know your unique selling proposition. And so on this chart, we're looking at a couple things, and this will show you, I want you to hone in on basically where we want to get you is the green check mark. Let's start with the red check mark. This is the losing zone. So in any industry, YouTube, Instagram, doesn't matter. There's what your consumer wants. The consumer wants to be entertained. The consumer wants to be educated. The target audience, they want something from you. That's what the consumer wants. And then there's what your competitor does well. So the consumer wants entertaining vlogs, and then the competitor does them really well. And maybe you're actually brand new to video. So you're in the losing zone if you try to give the consumer what they want, but you go right at it from what your competitor does well. But listen, that's not even what you do well. It's not your strength. You're in the losing zone because your competitor meets the consumer's needs better than you do. You'll be crushed. Just take a moment of silence right there. I hope it's kind of intense, but you'll be crushed. You're going, it's opening a Starbucks right across the street from Starbucks, and you can't be Starbucks because they're already Starbucks and they're good at being Starbucks. But you could open a Mothership Coffee, a local hipster coffee shop right across the street, because guess what? All the people that are like, yo, I'd never set foot in a Starbucks, man. It's so corporate. I'm going to my hipster place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're no longer actually competing. So then the next area is the yellow question mark. This is a risky area. You do it good. Your competitor does it good. And it's also what your consumer wants. This is a battleground, though. If you use emotion, you're innovative, and you have a superior execution, you can win in that middle area. You just do things better. And the quote here would be, better is better than better if you can win in this spot, right? You just have to be better than Peter McKinnon if you're going after that. And dude is hilarious. He's a magician and he's got a lot of experience, right? He's got a natural flow to it. So rather than even compete for there, I want to help you win as a content creator, right? And so the winning zone is now, it's what your competition doesn't do well, but it's still what the consumer wants but it's what you do well, what your brand does well. This is your clear point of difference that meets the needs, and then make it even bigger. So then you want to amplify how you're different. You're not even trying to be Starbucks. You are Mothership Local Coffee Hipster Roastery, or you're Dunkin' Donuts and you're like, in 2 minutes or less, for $2 or less, you'll get your coffee and it's the best. Literally just made that up. What a flow. And so your USP, you want to hit that green checkmark area and be in that winning zone as it pertains to your brand. And one power strategy for this is polarizing positioning. Think about polarizing Democrats and Republicans. Sony versus Canon. Oh, come on. I don't need any violence on the Full-Time Creator Masterclass talking about Sony versus Canon. Please keep it kind. No cursing each other out. Vegans versus meat eaters. I think what a lot of us, sometimes when our content is weak, is because we have not actually had the courage to go to a polarizing position. Not just to go there for drama, but to actually stand for what we truly believe in. Because think about it, news organizations on YouTube typically are going to be leaning to the left or the right, democratically or Republican or independent, and they're going to build a tribe around that polarizing belief. It's just true. Canon, the whole tribe of Sony Alpha A fam has a whole cult following because Sony's on the rise right now. Canon still does too. And it's a war. When you take a polarizing stance, you start getting noticed. Polarizing YouTube videos do better. You're like, this versus that. This will help you. Write the strategy down. Really standing around a polarizing point of view can help you stand out. Think about this. If you ever seen this guy before, Dave Ramsey. What's he teach? Get out of debt, financial peace, financial planning. Have you ever heard of this guy before? Robert Kiyosaki. What's he teach? Get out of debt, make money, get rich, invest it, put it in real estate. Now check this out. Dave Ramsey will tell you to cut up all your credit cards. Robert Kiyosaki will tell you, don't cut up your credit cards and use debt as leverage. The heck, man? Who am I supposed to follow? What am I supposed to believe? Check it out. Those are massively different points of view on how you should manage your finances. And guess what? Both of those guys are killing it. But they've gone to a polarizing stance. Dare I say, you'll hear them on podcasts and stuff call each other out. You'll hear Grant Cardone, another real estate guy, call out Dave. And not that you should call anybody out, but maybe you should. Maybe not to create drama, but to stand for what you believe in, to have a polarizing point of view to build your influence as a content creator. We interviewed Mariah Kang on Video Influencers, and she's a fitness coach, but she put out this image and it was highly controversial because after she had her kids, an 8-month-old there, she's like, what's your excuse? And she's showing off her body. People said, yo, you're fat shaming. And there's these videos, photo sparks backlash. But guess what? Some people were like, and then some people massively gravitated and were magnetized to her brand, and it led to new awareness. Do you have the courage to really put yourself out there to maybe take a polarizing stance? Because if you can summon that and stir that up and figure out what your polarizing and positioning and your unique selling positioning is, that could be the breakthrough for breaking through as a content creator. You know me, I say YouTube is the best. This is an example of polarizing positioning, and I truly believe it. I love social media. We're teaching on it today. I use it all, but I believe YouTube is the best. I back that statement up. I'll go toe to toe with anybody to say, no, YouTube is better than every platform. Why? I say that because I believe, I know that the social media hamster wheel is real. All these other platforms, you got to post on them all the time. I mean, shoot, you got an Instagram story like multiple times a day. Oh, you got to post in your feed 2 to 3 times a day. Facebook, you're supposed to post like 1 to 4 posts a day. Go live as much as you can. Twitter, come on, let's get that up to 5, 10 tweets a day, 20 tweets a day. Come on, let's go. LinkedIn, morning, noon, night. If you're doing Snapchat still, Snapchapping, Instagramming, even Pinterest is a search engine, but you got to pin. And I don't know if I'm causing you some stress right now, but you're pin. Instagram story, Facebook, right? Like, it's crazy and it's powerful and you should use it, but it is causing a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and it can be really frustrating as an entrepreneur because it's an endless hamster wheel. The reason I love YouTube the most is because YouTube is a search engine. You probably heard this before, but when you plant seeds of quality videos and you water them through smart strategies and time, they grow to not only get views while you snooze, but to potentially produce passive income and profit for you on autopilot. And that's something I've experienced and many people in our community have as well. That's why I believe YouTube is the best. It's not even to say the other platforms aren't good or relevant, but you see where I'm coming from. That's a polarizing point of view. I'm happy if you disagree with it. Maybe let me know if you do disagree with it, but that is a polarizing point of view, and that's positioning. Let's go on to number 3, promotion. Promotion is the third tip here, and this is what we want to master next. What are the best practices for maximizing the reach and engagement of every post? You've picked your platform. You are positioning yourself on that platform. That goes into your branding, your look, your style. How are you different? Polarizing point of view. Now you got to promote. How do I get views? How do I get more engagement? We're climbing the mountain. So what are the best practices for maximizing the reach and engagement of every post? Every content creator needs to ask this. So for example, here's a Facebook best practice. Facebook diminishes the reach of posts with links in the caption. Now, let me know if you've heard that before. Tell me in the live chat if you knew that if you link away from Facebook in a Facebook post, they diminish the reach. They don't let as many people see it. They hide it. So it's a best practice that you want to avoid linking away from Facebook on Facebook because it diminishes the reach. And so a lot of people here in the community are saying, yep, I've heard of that. But a couple people are saying, oh, I didn't know that. You know, a couple people know I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And so this isn't even a new tip, but this is my point. As content creators, we need to know these best practices, right? You need to know like maybe why your posts aren't breaking through or whatever. So here is an example from my Facebook page, and it's no link. Check out a quick review I did of some smartphone accessories. And actually I put a link edited into the video, but I didn't actually link out. Now, why did I do that? Well, more reach, more engagement, more likes, more views on the post because I was avoiding the link. Now, we don't always avoid the link. You might be like, Sean, well, then how do I actually send traffic elsewhere? Well, you still can, but you just need to know that whenever you do, Facebook's going to reduce the reach. So what we try to do is do like at least 4 to 8 posts or 9 posts without a link away so that we boost up our algorithmic authority in Facebook so that we get more love on when we do link away. And actually at the end of this training, I'm going to show you a super cool micro content tactic that you're going to love. And so you got to know the best practices. Instagram best practice. IG posts that geotag a location get 79% more engagement than those that don't. It's not crazy, but why would you ever post an IG picture that doesn't have a location? They get 79% more engagement. It's just a best practice. The punchline here is in your journey to being a full-time content creator, ask what are the best practices for each platform when it comes to promoting the post and getting as much impact as possible. YouTube best practices. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Just some examples, right? So on my lifestyle channel, I do a lot of different experiments, and you maybe have heard of this one before. But if you type in best greens powder on YouTube, my video ranks somewhere in the top couple spots. And what's crazy is using the new Studio Beta, I pulled this up, and this one video has generated over 574 new subscribers. Okay. This is analytics. This is looking at your back end, measuring what you're doing. But this is the power of YouTube being a search engine. So one video has been responsible for 574 new subscribers. It's gotten over 100,000 views. You could see that it continues to grow. That blue line is that it's still growing. You could see here that every 2 days, it gets almost 400 views. Got it? But here's what's crazy. This video is over 1,000 days old. Over 1,000. Like, it's like crazy. Like 1,000. 1,000 days old. Where are you going to be 1,000 years, 1,000 days from now? I don't even know. It's a long time. 1,000 days old. It's building my audience on autopilot. Okay. I made this video over 2 years ago and like 3.5 years ago. And it has generated more subscribers. Look, I'm out like with a Jeep and my wife driving in Lee Canyon, and this video, people are watching it and I'm getting subscribers and I'm getting views. Crazy, right? It's just YouTube being a search engine is what we're talking about here. And so it's generated over $1,000 from YouTube ads total over all those years, but it generates $200 to $300 a month from affiliate marketing. Super cool. And companies reach out to me all the time because of it. I mean, I hope you screenshot this one case study as like your target and goal for leveraging the power of YouTube, like to make videos that will work for you for the next 1,000 to 2,000 days. Sounds crazy, but we're witnessing it, right? That are going to build your following on autopilot while you go to school or hang out with your family or like homeschool your kid, like whatever. That generates money on autopilot, passive income, and that companies reach out. Again, I'm not going to make any crazy claims or anything. I'm just showing you what is happening in my life and in my business. And this is real passive income. This is 1,000 days plus and still going of real passive income. So, promotion power question. What are the best practices for maximizing the reach and engagement of every post? I want you on a journey to turn a little bit more pro. Look, if you've been kind of dabbling and not dominating, you've been like, this is kind of a hobby, I'm not leaning in, then maybe it's time to change your perspective and your stance and just be like, and sometimes we do that because we're afraid of failing. If we don't give something like our whole heart or we don't really put ourselves into it, well, then if it fails, it's no big deal. I never gave it my all. But I hope you're seeing this. Like, there's something about leaning in. And when you lean in, that's when you also start saying, okay, I'm going to start showing up to the gym to put in the repetitions. I'm going to start studying at a new level. I'm going to buy some books. I'm going to, I'm really going to push like to learn so I can get the most reach and engagement at every post. So I can build my influence faster. Okay. Number 4, profit. So you set the platform, you're positioning yourself in the market, you're mastering the promotion strategies that are working today. And then you're figuring out how to monetize, because if we are going to get to full time, then money needs to come somewhere on the journey. I mean, that's what full time would require. You're like, Sean, I do have bills. And so you got to hit that profit place. And so number 4, profit. Here's some examples of how you could generate $100,000 a year as a content creator. Number 1, affiliate marketing. And so affiliate marketing example, a recent video I did talking about some tabletop tripods. Link in the description. There's one of the tripods I recommended. If someone purchases that, I get paid. We've heard of affiliate marketing before. Now, Amazon is a very popular affiliate marketing site, highly recommended. There's multiple different options in different countries. But here's a couple other affiliate marketing programs. And there's things like Target, the Nordstrom affiliate network. Home Depot has an affiliate. Cabela's, Adobe affiliate program for the Adobe software. That's a big one. Probably any software you use, there's probably an affiliate program for it. ButcherBox. I've got a friend who, no joke, earns 6 figures a year promoting bacon through ButcherBox. It's crazy. Wine.com. Joining a Dropbox. And then there's networks. There's like Reward Style, which a lot of times you'll sign up for a network like Flex Offer, Share a Sale, ClickBank, and they have multiple different brands underneath it. It could be like a shoe brand and a candle brand. And it's crazy. There's really too much to go into here. But the point is, there's so many different affiliate marketing programs. It doesn't have to be as narrow as Amazon. And trust me, you might be like, well, this is overwhelming. This world is new to me. But like, you'll be stunned that as you evolve, you think of whole new income streams. You'll connect the dots of like, oh, I didn't even know that there could be a fishing company that sells real live worms, but as an affiliate program for it because I have a fishing channel. Like, weird stuff. I mean, like, for real, there's affiliate programs for everything. And so what niche are you in? Just your niche. What topic are you in? Because some of us sometimes wonder if there's affiliate programs for me. What's up, Alderman Farms? Good to see you. No matter the question, Bacon is always an acceptable answer. I love that, except for the vegans. Man, you just offended all the vegans. I love the vegans too. Okay, filmmaking, iPhone fashion. Of course, those are great. Voice acting, meditation, self-realization. So let's say meditation. Now, maybe that one is obvious, but you start looking into the fact that iTunes has an affiliate program, and there's apps like Headspace that would maybe want to do a brand deal with you, or even just do a joint venture program. You could work directly with them. Every time you refer somebody, someone new signs up. I see Infinite Fantasy and Gaming, C-suite execs, interview C-suite execs. I love that. Rich, of course, there's probably affiliate programs. If I'm doing that too, I might set up something that is almost like a headhunter type thing, because sometimes when you source the right employees for organizations, you can get big commissions on it. So thinking different, inspiration and motivation. You could do books, sell digital courses, inspirational content. I mean, I think you could be an affiliate for Tony Robbins and like anybody like him, where a lot of times they have products and programs. I saw, Rico saying self-improvement, financial freedom. There's so much stuff in there. So yeah, there's a lot of different niches. I think the key for this is that you want to find an affiliate program in your niche. You sign up, then you can start creating trackable links. You can put those links in your YouTube description, and when someone clicks on those links, you make money. Super cool. That's basically how it works. And in my opinion, it's one of the best ways to make money as a content creator. Now, here's a screenshot, and I need to say these results are not typical. I'm not saying you'll be able to make this much money. You might make more, you might make less, you might make nothing at all. But this was January 2019. And just for us on doing affiliate marketing. And so that's around $16,300. If you multiply that by 12, you're at $195,000 in a year just from the Amazon affiliate program. Not trying to flex, although that's a pretty big flex. I'm trying to say that this is possible. And here's what's more important. Remember that income breakdown? Because Mike, that's extraordinary results. I mean, that's 100. And so you can see I've been doing this affiliate marketing thing for a while, learned some stuff, and I've got a lot of strategies and tips that I've learned in that journey. But the punchline being, what if you do hit 10% of that? 10% of that's like $20K a year. The reality and the practicality of that for content creators is way more real than I think people believe. And so this is just an example of hitting a six-figure income. This is one other affiliate program that we do that this is not in 1 year, but since 2016, it's generated $43,341.65. It's crazy, right? It's really nuts. And so that is affiliate marketing and an example of hitting six figures. Let's look at brand deals. So what is a post worth? That is probably one thing you would want to ask as an influencer. Here's a resource. It's called socialbluebook.com. Now, you could go sign up there for free. And right now, you could connect it to one platform for free. But if you want to connect your YouTube and your Instagram and your Tumblr and your Twitter, it's $5 a month. And so I highly recommend it. And this is just a shot of what it would say a Think Media upload is worth. It's saying if we have a dedicated upload, the minimum rate is probably $2,000. The suggestion is priced around $1,500. Minimum rate's $2,000. Because they also tell you this, when you pitch a brand, this does not include production cost, representation fees, or strategy fees. So we're accustomed to getting 3 to 4 times this much per video. But what's nice is just like Kelly Blue Book for cars, Social Blue Book gives you at least a place to start making, having something you could send to brands. You could take a screenshot of it. They have a way that you could send over a little report. And it's just a good way to get started because you need some sort of measurement in the world of what is a post worth. There's also sites like famebit.com. Now, once you hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can actually get into a site like this and you can look at different brand deals. And here's an example of what it would be. So let's say you have a pet channel. You could just go to the pets tab and there's this little proposal here, up to $1,000. There's 60 days to complete this. You could apply, send a proposal to apply for this campaign and enter your fee. Because check it out. You might be starting and you're like, look, I'll do this for $50, but I do have a dedicated pet channel, wherever your numbers are, or you're in tech. So you go over to tech, you've got a little bit more influence. So you want to say, look, I'm looking for deals over $1,000 only. And, okay, this is perfect. WordPress hosting, for a blog and that's relevant to me, I'm going to send a proposal up to $5,000. And then they'll give you, details about the campaign. This is called famebit.com. You could head over to just other. They could get real random and different brand deals. Check it out. Fishing lures. Cool. Car stuff. Awesome. Be informed about college. So, up to $10,000. This is the influencer industry, friends. Sofa reviews, rim cleaners, ring lights, perfume. I think you're getting the idea. That is famebit.com. And so there's so many different ways to do brand deals, and we're not covering those exhaustively right now. But that is FameBit. So this is a 6-figure influencer example. Let's say we're talking about you're at a full-time stage now. This is a target of what you're working for. You're going to do 4 brand deals per month at $1,000 each. That's $4,000 a month. You'll do $2,000 from YouTube ads per month from the views you're getting, and then $2,500 from affiliate marketing per month. This is just an example. That would be $8,500 a month, and that'd be $102,000 a year. Look, a couple things I want you to do for homework and right now is number one, this is 6 figures too. That's an extraordinary amount. But maybe you live in the heart of Manhattan and you have 26 kids. Well, then $102,000 a year, you're broke. You're in you can't survive and feed your kids. So it depends on where you live. But here's what I really want you to do. I want you to define exactly how much money, not to live fancy, but how much money you actually need to live on. I was at an event the other day and people were like, I want to be full-time. I want to become a full-time content creator, husband and wife. We've got some views now. We've got some momentum. My husband hates his job. We really want this to work. I said, how much money do you need for him to be able to quit his job? You know what they said? I have no idea. I was like, well, the first thing probably if you want to reach a destination is to define the destination. And then you can start putting a plan together like this and say, okay, well, that's 102. Let's first hit $100 and then let's hit 10,000. But here's how you can stack it all up and scale it. Here's number 3 now. So we talked about affiliate marketing. We talked about brand deals. Now let's talk about selling something. So in one of our private Facebook groups, I was asking about some of the stuff people sell, and people sell merch, books on Amazon, barbecue rubs, their own oil paintings, t-shirts, accessories, arts and creative stuff, their own music, their own products. People sell a lot of different stuff. Years back, I wrote an ebook, and it was a $6 ebook, selling 1 copy a day. That was $186 a month. Once I had it set up, I was using YouTube to drive traffic to it. And here's what I did. I sat down and I wrote in Microsoft Word. And then eventually I went to some of my church. She was like a good proofreader and editor, and she edited it. And then I got this software called Pubstar. It's this really weird. And I uploaded it all and it formatted in a Kindle book. And then I opened up Photoshop, which is a little bit of my background in design. So I designed the cover and then I uploaded it to Amazon. No books in my garage, just collecting dust. No, gatekeepers stopping me from sharing this with the world. But then I had a buy button. I had something to sell, and I made significantly more amount of money than I was making on YouTube ads, which was either I wasn't monetized or I was making $5 a month. But then we hit numbers bigger than this, helped a lot of people, served a lot of people. But you see how powerful it is if you just sell something, right? Eileen, who's a part of some of our private communities, she has books and products. So she sells a confidence course. She sells stuff that helps people with their self-acceptance and with their body image. And she's got a book out. So when you package your information, you can start to profit a lot sooner. Omar El Takori, maybe you've seen him on the Think Media website. He's a freelance photographer and videographer. He helps us out, but he's an independent creator. And he does, photo shoots, weddings, and whatever else. He does video production. But he's also got his YouTube channel, which he doesn't really focus on much, really not that much. He uploads 2 videos a year. But from some of the old videos that he has out there, he put together some presets. And these are what you use in Lightroom to make photos look magic. And so he sells his presets for $25. You get the different ways you can make your photos look. He explains a little tutorial of how to install them. And he's generating between $600 to $1,300 every month on a video on not new videos. The video that's generating that is over a year old, and he's got this passive income flowing into his life, his family. He just had a baby daughter, Ruby, and they've got this passive income that's supporting their family. Super cool when you sell something, right? And so a six-figure income example here would be a $25 product. You sell 10 per day. That's $91,000 a year. Again, this is full-time, six figures. So if you could sell 10 a day, like that's all you're doing. So you're like, Sean, I got a side hustle. Well, cool. Well, then put in you can't put in 8 hours a day or 10, but you could put in, or 6, but you could put in 1. You could put in 2. Can you give up maybe some leisure for the next 12 months to really focus on hustling on your business and your brand as a content creator? I know you can. And Bill Gates said this: know your numbers. It's the fundamental precept of business. Founder of Microsoft. You got to know your numbers. You got to know your targets. Like, okay, well, I'm making $5 a month. How many clicks do I get on my affiliate links? Okay, well, then I just need to get those clicks up. So then how many videos do I upload? Well, if I upload more videos and the videos get better, because when you start doing the numbers, you start building your confidence. You start filling in the gaps on your map. So imagine you had a $100 product, right? If you sell 3 a day, then that'd be $109,000 per year. And so I'm not trying to say that this pops up out of nowhere, but I am trying to say that as you start thinking, Phil DeFranco just created a hair cream beard line. I'm sure it's white label, meaning it's outsourced somewhere or however they're building it, but he's got a physical product now as a YouTuber, and that's about hair and candles and some stuff, right? Maybe you create a digital product. Maybe you just create presets, whatever it is, you need something to sell. So question, have you started any of these income strategies yet, or any others? Let me know in the live chat. And then we get into what we call content creator income stacking, where when you add up YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, crowdfunding, guess what? There's people who just using Patreon have created a business model in which they just give some content away free to people who support them on a monthly basis through crowdfunding, or they use part of that. Merch and products, brand deals, Shopify and e-commerce, drop shipping, maybe kind of building a line around what you're creating. My friend Pat Flynn just created a product called a Switch Pod. I mean, speaking appearances, when you start stacking these income streams, you can start having massive input. I see writer G has got some ebooks, got some affiliate products. Heidi's doing Patreon, affiliate marketing. The Dabber Supreme, great to see you, bro. Started already doing Amazon and eBay. That's cool. Lots of people are doing different ways. Shirts designed by Teespring, but I haven't added the link. Add the link, because you got to connect the dots to make that sale, right? And so as a content creator, to go full time, you might want to stack a few sources of income to get there faster. All right, but that brings us to the foundational point. And to be honest, everything you've learned so far, you can be fine with, I really believe. Like, you could get views, you could get a following, you can make money, you can make, reach some people. But I actually believe the difference maker of content creators that, to be honest, are not only going to be successful, but they're also going to last is purpose. I really believe purpose drives everything. Purpose is clarity about who you are and what your end goal is. Right now, as I look at the influencer space, I see some people that they're actually, I don't know if they have clarity about who they are and what their end goal is. So they're making decisions about the latest trends and fads, but it's not necessarily in alignment with who they are. Purpose means being values driven, not money driven. It means being intentional about everything. To be honest, purpose is about happiness and fulfillment more than it is about money. And so I believe that the full-time creator path is built on purpose. And this is interesting because recently this article, and so many articles came out about YouTube's top creators burning out and breaking down in mass. Now, you might be kind of at the bottom of the mountain right now. And you might be like, this is kind of like, this just got deep. But I think it's so important because how you build, the foundation you build on determines the strength of the structure with what you build on it. And a lot of people have been in this industry, but they've been experiencing some negative things. I think that's completely avoidable because look at this. Some of these famous YouTubers, this is all I ever wanted. Why am I so unhappy? And so honestly, this content creator path builds because I believe purpose, that means you're on a mission. You're values driven, not money driven. You're self-aware. You're creating a movement and not just focusing on money. And here's the cool thing. You got to hit that profit thing so you could go full time. But once you do, I believe that it actually goes back around and funds and fuels your purpose. Because look, I think that what we are passionate about building and who we're passionate to be connected to is not just people who care about the fame and the fortune and the followers, but that stuff matters. I mean, that's what this is about. Like, I'm like, yo, we want to get you famous and we want to get you followers and we want to get you a fortune, but that's not what it's built on. And I think that's why people are finding such dissatisfaction. They're burning out because maybe they're just following trends. They're just following the latest thing. And I heard an ancient verse say it this way: what good is it to gain the world but lose your soul? And all we're talking about is being values driven, soul driven. And I really believe that also that when content creators are purpose driven and they have a strong why and they have strong reasons, that it resonates with their audience. Reasons come before results. In fact, tell me in the chat, what is some of your reasons for wanting to be a full-time content creator? And look, it's okay, I think, if you don't really know much on the purpose yet. To be honest, I initially probably started, the reason I taught it this way is because I was like, look, I just need to pay my bills. I need to support my wife. And honestly, if you haven't heard my story, my purpose kind of inception was I sort of was dabbling in social media, dabbling online, but then we got to a place where my wife got really sick. And she almost died. And it was in the hardest season of our life. We were losing our homes during the recession back in 2009. The church I was working at that I told you about was falling apart because somebody stole some money. And my wife's health she got a chronic illness and she got to a place where she almost died. And I found myself in the hospital for 6 days by her bedside. And I was reading books, I was reading magazines. And one of the things that I read was a book called Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. And it kind of opened my eyes to this influencer space, this content marketing space. And I began to pursue down that path. But one of the things that I was doing on that path was I had such a deep purpose because I was like, I need to take care of my family. I need to take care of my wife and I need to survive. We were dual income and things were falling apart all around us. So first I was kind of driven out of survival, but then I told you eventually we built it up and we built that income and we built that full-time impact. And then it came back around and I was like, dude, this stuff changed my life. And now my purpose has evolved to be like, come on, I want to build a community of purpose-driven entrepreneurs and content creators that really want to make a difference in the world and that want to make a great living while doing it, right? And so purpose is built over time. So if I could, I would encourage you to lay a foundation of purpose. I'd say if you don't know it, put this on your journey because this is going to make your influencer structure, your influencer future, your content creator mountain healthy, built on a healthy foundation where you're doing the right things for the right reasons in congruence and in alignment with your values and your beliefs. And so in a second, I've got a bonus strategy. That was the 5 strategies I promised you. And we're going to talk about how to instantly boost your social media views. Actually, I just want to see some of the reasons that you guys said. Purpose-driven. I see you. I love your purpose. Thank you so much, Easy Kids Craft. Lorena says, my why is to show that you can leave the rat race and move to the farm even in your 40s. I love that you can get out of the rat race. I remember your story, Ori. Thanks for being here. I've been wanting to be well known, getting my work out to the world. I see you, North Creations. And so Neo Issy says, I want to be a full-time content creator because I want to tell my stories, to make characters and stories that could impact people as animation has impacted me and made my life happier. I love that. I want you all and all of us to write down some of our reasons. And some of our reasons, by the way, because I want to get that car, because I want to finally be able to not sweat bullets when they ask me if I want guacamole at Chipotle. Do you want guacamole? And you're like, I do. I really do. But it's going to be an extra $14. And you're like, I just can't afford that right now. Maybe your dream is to never have to second guess if you want guacamole or not. But as I kind of joke in that vertical, also write down your reasons. And I love that you're sharing some deep stuff. Write down your reasons because I'm not saying this journey ahead, climbing up this mountain is going to be easy, but it is possible. And when you've got strong reasons, reasons come before results. So I can't wait to actually share a super cool tactical strategy. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this training, I want to tell you a little bit about one of our programs, and then we'll get into some Q&A and that bonus strategy. But I know this has been a lot of information. You might feel like this guy right now. Tell me this in the chat. What did you like best? And what has been your biggest aha so far? What has been your biggest aha moment so far? Tell me in the live chat. And also let me know if you would like more training like this in the past. Did you find it valuable? And of these 5 strategies, maybe let me know on a scale from 1 to 10. I want to make sure this is worth your time. This has been valuable, or get constructive feedback from either perspective. Please let me know what you've thought about this training. What did you like best? Jamin says, oh, so many aha moments. Yes, so many ahas. Okay, awesome. Finding my niche. A 12, I appreciate that. 10 plus. Awesome. Okay, so I'm glad that you guys have loved it. So cool. So if you love this training, and we're going to do more public webinars, but if you would want this deeper, more interactive on a monthly basis, that is what our Inner Circle program is all about. So if you give me just a moment, what if you had a map and a guide for building a 6-figure online business with video and social media? When I think about Inner Circle, it's really built around this analogy of a mountain, right? Because building your online business and your brand online is like trying to climb a mountain. It's treacherous, right? And going alone is both foolish and deadly. You don't want to go out and venture to climb, say, Everest alone, right? And so if you were to climb Everest, you would get 4 things. Number 1, you get a map. You would invest in a map because so you could avoid detours, go to the right places, avoid the wrong places. Number 2, you would hire a guide who's already been to the top successfully and has come back down. And it's like, yo, I'll show you how to get back up there. I'll show you which way to go. Oh, don't go that way. No, that's dangerous. And that can lead you up avoiding detours. And then there's also training and tools. So that would be, we'd even talk about, you get tools like software. What are the tools that content creators need? What are the cameras? And we talk about stuff like that on Think Media, but even training. This Alpine Ascents is actually, you can hire them to train you to get ready to climb the mountain. And it's like $8,000 to $12,000 or something like that. And then number 4, ideally you'd have a community, because we are stronger together. If you venture out just you and the guide, it's even better when you're carabined together, climbing up the mountain together with a supportive community, right? And so growing your audience and income online is no different. There's so many things to learn: SEO, how to build a website, graphic design, social media best practices, online marketing, video editing, Facebook ads, or whatever it is. And the social media platforms are making changes all the time. Algorithms change. So it can be super frustrating because what works one day doesn't work the next day. And so, not to mention that there's detours and distractions along the way that keep people from reaching success. And that's probably one of the biggest things that I see trip up content creators is they go down paths that are not good. You just go down on some meaningless or just unfruitful. It's not leading anywhere. So how do you spend your time? How do you spend your money? How do you spend your energy, especially when it's limited, and avoid the detours and distractions and the shiny object syndrome that hits so many content creators? So there's a better way. It's called Inner Circle, and it's such a powerful program that we are super proud of. And it's exclusive monthly business marketing and social media training for smart entrepreneurs. And what you get in Inner Circle is a guide, you get the tools, you get a map, and you get community. You get those 4 things so that you can reach the top of the mountain successfully. Each month in Inner Circle, we do a live coaching call. And then that is 1 hour covering the latest topics in social media and online business best practices every single month. And then there's 1 hour of Q&A, hot seats, and content reviews. So then every month for 1 hour, we do channel reviews. Hot seats mean people come on with us on Google Hangouts, and we do interactive Q&A, not just one-way Q&A, right? And then there's unlimited viewing access to the monthly training replays. Plus, we have our Inner Circle Mastermind community that's part of Inner Circle. It's a private Facebook group where you're connected to a like-minded community. You get live streams behind the scenes. A lot of times Heather will film behind the scenes of like a Think Media shoot. So if you've ever wanted to just get the nuances or a little bit of one-on-one coaching, we go live in the Facebook group periodically and also bi-weekly officially to give you even more content, bonus content, more coaching and motivation to keep you on track. Plus, there's membership benefits like giveaways, perks, bonuses, and discounts. Now, Inner Circle is a $49 a month program. It's like a Netflix for content creators and entrepreneurs. And it's like online education, as you would enroll in an online university or a college. Inner Circle is $49 a month to get access to this training. Now, it's really cool. There's no minimum commitment and there's no monthly commitment. It's zero hassle. Here we are in Vegas. You've met us. We've got a team. You email us, whether you want in or out. That's just the way it goes. No hassle, no stress, real chill. Techno Dad, a 4K tech and home channel, said, I made $800 from ad revenue and affiliate sales. In fact, last month I made over $2,300, and I've had 2 brand deals that paid $500 each. Last month was my best month on YouTube thanks to Inner Circle. So really what it's about is helping you climb the mountain up this path, getting clear on your purpose, getting mastering the platforms, positioning yourself in the market, learning the latest promotion strategies and monetization strategies to get you to that target, right? And because we want to make sure you have everything you need to reach the top of the mountain, we have some very special bonuses just for this masterclass today. Number 1 is our growth video course. This is all about helping you get clear on your growth plan and your positioning. It's really about clarity. It's also about productivity because your time is so important. You need to have time management and strategic planning. Now, Heather Torres co-teaches Inner Circle with me, and you'll find us in there together, but she's what we call the clarity coach. She's been the social media marketing director for Washington State Parks in her past. She's helped multiple content creators build huge 6-figure and 7-figure businesses, help people launch digital products. And she's also a homeschool mom of 3 with church responsibilities, life responsibilities, full-time at Think Media. She's crazy, she's busy, and that's why she teaches all about time management and strategic planning if you don't have much time. And you saw her YouTube channel and even what she's able to do on the side there. Plus you get my 6 personal promotional strategies and all the app software and tools we use in our online business. This is 4 hours of strategic content. You also get video product review profits. You see, this is one of our most popular courses because one of the most powerful moments in my journey was when I made my first $1.88 with affiliate marketing. And you might be like, Sean, $1.88 that's not gonna pay my rent. I know, but $1.88 is so significant because that was my first, I was like, oh man, this is real. And so this course is all about helping you either A, make that first dollar online, or B, even if you have been doing affiliate marketing for a while, I mean, you saw some of our numbers, you're going to learn some stuff in this course, even if you're advanced. So this is how to make money with affiliate marketing, the 5 elements of profitable product review videos that build your brand, and how to get free products to review in your videos. You'll get that as a bonus, totally complimentary today when you enroll in Inner Circle. And then the third bonus is based on some tests we've been doing. So this is Think Media video influencers from last year. We grew by 39% just in our subscribers, okay? Think Media grew by 35% and 60% in watch time minutes. Now you might say, Sean, easy for you to say, you already have momentum. Not easy for me to say. You know that there are channels that have been going down in views, losing traction, not growing or gaining, but losing territory. So not everybody, like some people are just like, oh, what used to work is not working. We're obsessed. We're scientists on this stuff, right? So we've been doing some tests, and I just want to show you the tests have been working like crazy. And so our third bonus is a brand new training called our YouTube Hypergrowth Blueprint. This is 3 high growth strategies the pros won't tell you about, advanced strategies, trigger the algorithm, and learn YouTube analytics, a 2-hour training. This is a $500 value just by itself. So when you add up Inner Circle and the full retail value price, what's that based on? Right now, I do one-on-one coaching, but it is $1,000 an hour. People sign up for that. It seems like monthly right now. And we just do a 1-hour Skype call. This is group coaching, but you get me for 2 hours every month and actually an additional 30 minutes every other week on Facebook, plus all the behind the scenes and extra Q&A that we do, plus the Think Media team who are pretty much smarter than me. So if you think that my stuff's good, then you also have the Think Media team coming around to help you absolutely get massive results. That's why Inner Circle has that value. All of the other courses, when bought separately and their full value, you could see right there. And so this whole package we put together is easily valued at $1,888, $1,900 basically. But you can get access for $49 today. There's a button on this page. Just click the link, or you can go to innercircle.live to sign up and enroll. If you want to see a few stories from current members, they're over there. And Megan says, after joining Inner Circle, my YouTube subscribers grew 480%, and one of my videos hit 14,000 views. But we have a special fast acting bonus. And here's the thing about this webinar. This webinar, we're going to do a very limited replay. We do have a deadline on all of this. There's about 14 days before all of this goes away. And Inner Circle is not something that's just open to the public in the way that we're building it out right now, is because we are so concerned with the success of the members of Inner Circle. When we open it up like this, new people can join. and then it's closed down so we can make sure everybody gets onboarded, gets all the attention they need, etc. And so while it'll be possible to join in the past, what I'm saying is not with these same bonuses. So for a limited time, we have a fast acting bonus, and it's the Inner Circle Vault. This is 10 strategic business building and money-making sessions, very limited special offer. This is a $10,000 value. And here's what it is. We have been doing Inner Circle for a year now. It's really getting dialed in. It's been an amazing first year, but it's like fire right now. And all of that past content is for the Inner Circle members that have been with us. But future members, when they join and the vault goes away, you just join, you get all the future value and whatever bonuses we offer going forward, but you don't get the past, right? And so we're going to include the vault as a very limited fast acting bonus here. And this is going to include sessions on like social media mastery. You can watch that right now. Hacking the YouTube algorithm training that is in there. Content power-ups. How do you strengthen your content across all of your platforms? The online video trends and opportunity evaluator. What are the hottest online video opportunities? But then what is the framework to decide where you should be in what season of building your brand, and so that you can make the right and smart decisions for your next move? Growth hacking Instagram, our Instagram training in there. Our YouTube Live advanced ranking strategy. This is one unique training that goes deep on creating videos like this. This was shot on a $50 webcam with a USB mic, going live on YouTube with Google Hangouts. All, free, right? Just streaming live. It was getting probably 19 views an hour, probably still is. And ranking, generating traffic. It's a case study it's a whole training on how to use YouTube Live. And we just uploaded this insane bonus of how to get of all this behind the scenes step-by-step checklist, where the Think Media team literally filmed my whole process in a window of what I do before I go live, going live, what I do after, and then what I do next, the 4 phases. Step by step with over 30 distinctions of the little details. We're obsessed with this stuff, and that's what you'll get in these trainings. So anyways, you can now see that with the vault, this whole value is a $10,000 value. And you could get instant access for $49 today. Just click the button on this page or go to innercircle.live. Now, if you're watching this training, I'm going to give you that bonus strategy. I'm going to hang out with you. We'll do plenty of Q&A. I'm definitely down to vibe and hang. But if you're on mobile, to get there, you would need to close this down, right? Either type that into Safari or click the link on the Watts page to get over there. If you're on web, you could probably see that, or type that into your URL. And so I want to be clear that this is a very limited offer. Now, let me see. Okay. Christopher, I love Inner Circle because Sean teaches in-depth training that I wasn't getting anywhere else. Joining is risk-free and there's no minimum monthly commitment. Couple upcoming topics. We're going to do personal branding, social media engagement boosters, YouTube tips and case studies, product creation and marketing, how to get more leads and sales, paid traffic, YouTube and Facebook ads, the latest monetization strategies, and micro content mastery. Charles says, since I joined Inner Circle, I've had my first ebook published and accepted by Amazon. So who is this for? Who is this for? If you want to learn how to make money online with integrity, if you want to learn the best and current online marketing strategies, and if you want coaching and accountability, you want to learn how I run my online business, and you want to be connected to a powerful group of influencers, entrepreneurs, and content creators, then this is for you. Finally, you have an ongoing expert online business and marketing training and a supportive community to help you reach the top of the mountain. You can get access, just click the button on the page. But I'm excited, and I want to thank you for hearing about Inner Circle. If it's right for you right now, jump in. It's a very limited offer, as we said. You have a few days to think about it, but then we're going to close this down. We're going to take down this masterclass, and we're just going to put it in the Inner Circle members area. You can watch the replay for a few days. But I just want to say, number one, I hope you could join us in Inner Circle. We're so excited about this program. People in it, and you'll see their testimonies. If you go to that you want to hear some stories, there's a video of some current members, so you can see that people are getting real results. But also, we're now a year in. We've been dialing it in, and so it's been getting stronger and stronger, and the future is super bright. And as it is with anything, as we go into the future, you'll never get as good of offer as you're getting right now. With all that bonus stack, that's the extra kind of stuff. Inner Circle will be a $49 a month program regardless, but we wanted to just stack on massive value so you can absolutely crush it in 2019. So I hope you can join us in Inner Circle. But if it's not the right time for you, that's fine. And I'm really excited that you were here on this webinar because we're going to do some Q&A in just a second, but I want to show you a bonus strategy really quick. So how do you get more reach, views, and income on, say, YouTube, right? That's a good question. And so social media is one of the ways. Sending traffic from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter over to your YouTube video. And let's say that that YouTube video has affiliate marketing on it. Like remember mine, it was connected to an affiliate program, the Best Greens powder, but whatever. You know you've got a good video, you add value, you've got a way to monetize it, maybe YouTube ads too, okay? So the problem is when you send traffic from like Facebook or almost anywhere, they reduce your reach. So this is just one tactical strategy for doing quick micro videos on social media. Number one, start your YouTube videos with a powerful hook. So the thing here is you should do that anyways, but when you start your video articulating exactly what people are going to learn, or even if it's entertainment, if you start a vlog, you need to cut to the punchline. You show the fact, like if it says like kids flipped upside down at the water park, the first thing they should see is whatever the promise of that title is right at the beginning. So either way, the first 10 to 20 seconds of your video should tee up the rest of your video. So I'm assuming that is what you've done first. Then what you just do is export a mini video of just your video intro. So this is a recent video we did. And what I'm saying is like just export the first 20 seconds. If you've already edited the video, and even if you edit on your phone, just use the first 20 seconds, upload that mini video to Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and wherever you want, and then link to your YouTube video in that post. Let me show you how it works. So we did this video, Canon M50 versus Sony a6400, and we review the cameras, and there we are talking about it, right? So what I did was I exported the first 20 seconds of the video. So then you can upload it on LinkedIn or Facebook. Keyword, upload a native, it's just a mini video to Facebook, which is gonna fill their feed, right? With not a static image, with not just words, but with motion. That's one reason why video is so powerful, is because it hits the feed and it starts autoplaying and you see this and you're like, why is that guy doing a weird polka dance? You know what I mean? And so you see the video, it's just uploaded. And then you write some meaningful words because you want to describe a reason and a value pitch. And then there's a link to the YouTube video. So what's cool here is look, 1,951 people reached. Now, when we compare that to just linking straight to a YouTube video, and it looks real ugly in the way that it looks, and it doesn't get as much reach. This is hacking a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Now, you could also link on LinkedIn. This is a LinkedIn post, and do the same thing. Video is uploaded to LinkedIn, 984 views on the video, and then it links to the YouTube video. I'm not saying you should always use social media to send people away, but this is a little hack. And you've already made your YouTube video. So why not just export the beginning? And in this case, you know we got a little Think Media intro. So I'm like, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Sony a6400 versus the M50, see which one's the best, and it goes Think Media. And I didn't do anything. I just chopped it off. I did nothing fancy. Now I get it. You could do more fancy videos for social media, but we're talking about sniper quick tactics that don't have to take a lot of time, but that's going to get you more reach and views, okay? And so this process could be very, very, very fast. And you can go into YouTube Studio Beta and check and actually see that this is external traffic. That's the traffic that's come from outside of YouTube. Traffic means views. And Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have driven, you could see it measuring, like it actually sees traffic coming from those platforms to the YouTube video. When you add up the percentages based on the numbers of this video, we're talking about hundreds and thousands of viewers on this video. But you might say, okay, cool, Sean, you built your influence. Look, we all start at zero. We all have to figure out a way to get ahead. How do you beat your competition? You go the extra mile. You learn the extra strategies. And if you versus your competitor are both starting at zero on YouTube right now, and they put the good video out, you put the same content out. It would never be the same, but you put out the same content. And they just post a video and pray. I believe in prayer, and I'm a man of faith. But that's not what prayer is for. Like you just pray that someone's going to find your video. You need some strategies. You need some wisdom. So one person just puts it out and prays. One person puts it out and promotes smartly with intelligence. What's going to happen? You're going to send 1 viewer, 6 viewers, 10 viewers, and then they watch the content, which means more watch time minutes, which means more distribution in the algorithm. It all adds up. And I think I know you know that, but now you're seeing how all the pieces connect. And this is just a strategy of using micro content. Remember, I want you to have one primary social platform. Maybe that's YouTube, but this is a way you can use some of your other platforms to quickly chop the video out, upload it, copy paste the caption, tweak it a little bit, boom, 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 boom. Upload your video, and maybe in the next 10 minutes, you're able to distribute better social media posts that will get you more traffic going to your YouTube video. Just a quick tactic that I wanted to bonus for you. And we actually have an upcoming Inner Circle session about how to quickly create micro content that builds your brand faster. So we've got about 25 different micro content strategies, but that's just an example of one of them. That one's quick. It's easy. You can get, of course, more complex and advanced than that, but small tweaks lead to giant peaks. Well, friends, I'm so pumped to get into Q&A. I want to congratulate some of our new members of Inner Circle: Sal, Darren, Cathartic, Karthik. Thanks so much for being in here. Kimberleya, Brendan, Jasmine. Appreciate you guys. Ashley, Peggy, this is insane. So pumped that you're joining our community of purpose-driven content creators. Pauline, Karen, Jim, Dan, Brett, Day, Ebenovb. Apologize if I mispronounce your name. Thanks so much for being here. John, Shanera, 2012, Caddick, Mary, Di. This is crazy. So pumped you're in Circle, man. We're going to crush it this year. But hey, we're going to do some Q&As. I want to make sure you enter to win this, because we are going to be giving out 5 books. So if you got value today, click the tweet below. We'll see it on Twitter because the hashtag is already embedded, Grow Your Influence, and we can search that hashtag. And we want to send you a book. And again, the reason we're giving these books away is because we want to get information like this into as many hands as possible. And if Inner Circle's not right for you today, fine. We still want to get you some free resources and honor you for being here. But I also want to challenge you. I mean, look, Inner Circle, $50 a month. I understand that that's not a small amount of money, but I also know this, that I looked up what you could spend $50 a month on: a new pair of shoes, some clothes, a nice meal, a nice bottle of wine, so a concert ticket. And those things are all great. And I believe in leisure and in treating yourself and all those kinds of things. But what would happen if you just took some money to invest in your future, in your education, in your business, in your brand? From someone who's been to the top of the mountain and who's built a multiple 6 and 7 figure business as a content creator, who is surrounded by other people on our team that are creating passive income and multiple streams of income, and then already has a community of people that are getting results with this, you're in good hands. And look, I would never try and sell you something without showing up for you on the other side. But here's the other thing: is I need you to show up. Because what an Inner Circle also isn't, is it's not a magic pill. It's not a magic button. I wish it was. I wish you could just join Inner Circle and we send you a remote and you go, doop, and all your dreams come true. I'm not saying that's what it is, but you're not going to try to climb a mountain without a map, a guide, a community, and the best tips and tools. So that's what it is. When you show up, we're already here. We're showing up, and together we can accomplish some big, big things. We'll do some Q&A. Kathy and Adam, will we have access to this video? Once again, it's finished. This video is going to be up, and I'll tell you, we have like 14 days until this closes. And we want to give people a chance to get an Inner Circle. You'll get an email notification about it. You'll be able to watch the replay, and then this training will disappear. It'll be in the Inner Circle members area. And so, yeah, but you do have some time to rewatch it immediately. How does Inner Circle compare to VRA? Good question. One of our signature programs is called Video Ranking Academy. That is a dedicated academy about ranking videos on YouTube. It's different. It's pretty heralded in our industry with so many good case studies and so many proud VRA members. But Inner Circle is about macro online business. And what I realized was that it's not about YouTube. It's not about Facebook. It's not about Instagram. It's about you. It's about you actually understanding your purpose, building a platform, and dare I say, building an email list, building a website, building an online presence, and then positioning yourself in the market. So it's about social media overall. We cover a lot of YouTube because it's integral to the whole thing. We really, naturally, it's so hot right now. But we also cover other social media platforms. But we cover the things that you're going to need to know at every stage of the journey, meaning the side hustle season, the solopreneur season, or the scale season. Because I've been there and I've done that. I've been hustling in the side hustle, waiting tables, making a little money online. I've been a solopreneur where it's like, dude, I'm doing this full time, but I'm stressed, man. Like, I'm trying to juggle all this stuff, figure out how to do a webinar, build a website. There's so much to learn. And then even in the scale season, Inner Circle will serve you too, because that's where we are now, building a team. So it'll serve you at everywhere along the journey. And it's about building the business model around yourself as a content creator. And it's about clarity on all of the other P's. VRA is just YouTube. Like it's just YouTube, master YouTube, and both are amazing, but they're different. How interactive is Inner Circle? So Dawn, once a month, the 1 hour of training, similar to this, where we go deep on topics. And then 1 hour of Q&A. Sometimes, we promise an hour. Sometimes we'll go 90 minutes, including hot seats and those types of things. We are very active in the Facebook group. We've had our members report that, and we never call anybody out, but they've even compared how active we are in the Facebook group, us, my team, and the community, compared to even other groups. You'd have to jump in to see it for yourself. And here's the thing. Again, there's really no strings attached to the Inner Circle program. And so it is no risk. Again, if you don't have $50 that you could invest in your learning because you have to pay your water bill, don't join Inner Circle. But if you could just skip going out Friday night and invest in your business and your future, you've got absolutely zero to lose. Hassle-free to join and leave at any time, but it's very interactive. So then we go live Q&A and even one-on-one hot seats and things in the Facebook group throughout the month. We do challenges to continue to stack the learning, bonus resources and uploads. So Dawn, it's interactive. It is group coaching. And so, better with Phoebe. I'm worried about it being too large of a group. It is not a small group. It's not just 10 people, but it's also not a massive group. So Phoebe, you'll be in good hands. I think you should jump in, and you can always give it a try. Starter Garage. Is Inner Circle targeted at semi-established channels, or can brand new channels join? Brand new channels can join. It's the program I wish I had when joining. I would want to follow a guide up the mountain. I'd want to have a map. I would say that it would be absolutely good to join as a brand new channel, and you'll be able to comprehend everything. Some stuff will be advanced, but that's the kind of environment you should be hanging out with. One of the things that we've maybe all heard is the famous Jim Rohn quote that said, you're an average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so naturally this is online, but I'm telling you, when you get immersed in a community of like-minded, purpose-driven entrepreneurs and content creators, it's electric. There's a lot of things that are caught and not just taught. You start being able to expand your network, and you begin to catch the momentum of the whole thing. So it would be a fast track for new channels. Girl living her best life. Would it be beneficial to sign up even if you have 24 subscribers on your second video? Yes. Have Butler will travel. Does IC suit different time zones? I live in Australia and don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. to be part of it. We go live the last few times, Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Friday, this is Pacific Standard Time, Friday afternoon, 1 p.m. Thursday morning. So what I'm telling you, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. So what we do is we alternate, and we have the next 6 months advertise the times in your members area, and we alternate them to give the most opportunity possible. It is important to know that if you for some reason cannot get on the live call of Inner Circle, you always get the replay in your members area, and you can always submit questions. So we honor, if you're not there, you can submit your questions in the Facebook group. People post them and we answer them either there or, see, besides even going live, our times going live in the Facebook group are even more radically different. So point is, we are sensitive to helping our international community and being very intentional about that. Have you had Inner Circle members doing videos for little kids, a little kids channel? We do have a member who invested in our VRA program, and I believe they're in Inner Circle, who is helping their kid launch their channel. The principles are the same, no matter what niche you're doing. How many people are in the group? Like an estimate, 300 is kind of a group that would be in the kind of numbers that we're talking, but we're talking that it will keep growing. And so I want to always be transparent. It is group coaching. You are going to get a high level of engagement. And I don't want to dishonor $49 a month. But again, Inner Circle gets discounts on everything else, discounts on our live events and so on and so forth. It's and by the way, you could pay in full. You can actually pay annually and save even more money, or you could pay monthly. And so all that to say, where's the question again? Yes. Let me also say this. Right now is absolutely the best time to join Inner Circle. The best time was a year ago because members were like, this is freaking dope, with how much access. But it's also 2019 is going to be like that too. It's not going to be bad in 2020, but it will keep growing. You need to know that. Trust is everything. I find it hard to trust. However, Sean, I've watched you for months and now you have credibility. I've joined and I want to be able to share my blessings with others. Kayaking, camping, fishing. I appreciate it. I agree. I believe that business flows at the speed of trust, and we really care about doing business with integrity. I don't want to make you any radical, crazy promises because, of course, I couldn't. I mean, how do I know what you're going to do and what else you're going to do? But I just want you to know you've seen maybe my passion, you've seen the execution of our work, and we are in this season where we are on a mission. We are serious about our mission to help 10,000 people create a full-time living doing what they love and making a difference with online video, whether they are real estate agents, people in our community that are using social media to promote their existing business. McCain Dogs, they have a dog training local business in Canada, and they sell online digital dog training products, and they love Inner Circle because it's helping them continue to market that. We have a darts channel and somebody with darts and doing affiliate marketing on that. So people are in all different niches, but yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. I know these have been all Inner Circle questions, and so we will do some other questions here in a second, but I want to make sure I get all this information. How do you get contacted to remind you that the next monthly payment is due to make sure it's all going well? Your monthly payment, whatever day you start, if it's today, it'd be billed monthly on that same day. If you pay annually, it's important to know that it'll be billed monthly a year later after 12 months because it's a subscription site. Again, you can cancel at any time. Just give us written notice. And if your card defaults or something because you got a new credit card, I just had to do one, like they called me. They're like, we think someone online. So you had to order a new credit card number. You're like, shoot, I got to re-sign up for all the stuff that I do. If that happens, we contact you. We're highly active. We have a very active team on email, on Facebook. You'll be surprised. And that's the thing is, again, it's no risk. I understand that right now you might be like, okay, do I press that button? What am I committing to? Jump in, go do a month, give it a try, check out your bonuses. You'll see that anything we ever promote, it is one of our own personal values that we always deliver at least 10 to 100x what you invest. I mean that if you invest 50 with us, that every single month, that's going to be worth at least $500 to $5,000 of training. And sometimes it might just be a small tweak and some little things you learn. But when you hit that one unlock and finally the whole thing connects and boom, that changes everything for you as a content creator. That's what it's about. We're committed to delivering 10x to 100x the value. Do members get to ask questions in the group or only an admin? Yep. Questions in the Facebook group, questions on the live calls, questions on the lives in the Facebook group. Do you have lots of members in SoCal? We have a few. How many on your team just joined Inner Circle? 10 of us, counting my wife and I. And so I don't actually ever really know the answer to that question, but there's Kyle and Omar and Heather and Mel and Susan and Alejandro and Savvy. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I should know this. That's what I'm adding. 6, 7, Sonia. Oh, who am I forgetting? Heather? There's like 9 or 10 of us. There's a few contractors we work. And so actually, by the time you go contractors and the agency is probably a little over 10. Thanks so much for joining too, Olivia. Pumped you're in here. Personal brand versus business brand. Which is more important for church marketing, web design, and a printing agency? I think personal brand is the most important. And not even an answer to that question. It's so important for you to build a personal brand because a personal brand is also what's going to, we have a whole personal brand training that you're getting in Inner Circle right now. Our personal branding month, and it'll revolutionize, I really believe, your life. I believe that with my heart. Here's why. if the economy tanks, things go down, the people with a personal brand are always going to be in higher demand than those who never built one. And so a business brand, it's hard to have an affinity with a brand. Like you can have one, like I love Nike or I love Apple, but I also love Gary Vaynerchuk or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you really, when you humanize a brand with a person, be it Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, or whoever, sometimes there's that personal brand and that business brand. So I would say building both, Rock, is very important. A Real Kitchen. What conferences would you suggest this year besides VidCon and VidSummit? We're going to be doing our conference Grow with Video this year, so I definitely recommend that. And Marketing Impact Academy, but that's in a few days, so it's probably too late to get there. I think VidSummit I would go over instead of VidCon. I think VidCon's cool, but it's a little more fan-based. There is the industry level, but VidCon, if you could pick one or the other, I would. If you could pick between VidCon or VidSummit, I'd go to VidSummit. All right. Hey, new members, Zane, Mario, Matthew, thanks so much for joining. Carol, Steven. I'm super proud and I'm honestly inspired, guys, because this is a moment of us kind of going to stage 2 of Inner Circle. Like we're really proud of what it is now. Our heart is really in it, and we're really committed to you and the success of the whole group. And know this too, that it's also probably a higher level of trust that we've got like 13 months under our belt. And so this program, by the way, if you study social media right now, there's another social media influencer that's been fitness and that's been doing this sketchy stuff. And one of the things she never did was she never built the support staff to make sure that the group always stayed healthy. You'll have to give me time if you're just meeting me to build trust with me or not. I would never expect you to trust me instantly. But when I talk about purpose-driven, we truly are. We value people over profits. We value purpose over profits. We value profits, and we'll never be ashamed about that. Business is about the definition of business is that you would exchange value and services for a profit. You're never in business to lose money. So we care about profits, but it's people over profits. So we are committed to people, and we're committed to you. And Inner Circle has been our dream of having a place where all of this stuff we geek out on and all of the latest stuff. I'm about to go to a conference for 3 days this weekend with my team, studying the whole time, filling books of notes. And then I go to another conference for 3 more days. The ticket is $2,500. And while it's cool to go to this stuff, it's not that cool. You know what I mean? Like just sitting, grinding, taking notes, like drinking coffee. But the reason I say that is because you're connected to a group of people who are absolutely obsessed with mastery, with best practices, with having the best training in the industry. Where other people have 4 or 5 distinctions about social media platforms, we have 50. We really believe we're playing the game at another level and studying the masters, learning from the masters, not even just what we're executing on, we're passing along. We bring you we have guest people that are coming to Inner Circle. And so anyways, all that to say is I'm going to sit in 6 days of absorbing information, digest it, but then present it to you. Half of the vision of Inner Circle is the fact that it's so hard to keep up with what is current in social media. And when you have either a business to run, content to create, other things to do, we want you to get in once a month in a condensed format, the most tactical, strategic, practical, and actionable information that you need to get results. Of course, you could always go deeper, and we add extra bonus guides and downloads and checklists and all that kind of stuff, and extra resources, book recommendations. But even if you didn't do all of that, we want you to know there's churches that are a part of Inner Circle because they're like, we just want the best social media information on a monthly basis because we're not going to go out and find it and go to all the conferences and do all the research. I put in my 2 weeks notice, going full time. What should my top priority? Sean Chandler asks. Congratulations, number 1. Your top priority, number 1, jumping into full time, is to complete a bridge. Complete a bridge. What do I mean? We're going to do some more Q&A. I'm down to hang out, friends. Super pumped you're here. Click the button below if you want to join Inner Circle. And I want to show you what I would do if I was being a content creator for the first time. But just a couple things. If you want to get started, innercircle.live, read the button below on this page. Tweet it out, #GrowYourInfluence if you want to win a copy of YouTube Secrets. But what I would do if I'm a full-time content creator, and this, you're going to love all this, is this. When I see content creators, a lot of times, I don't know how to spell content. You want to go full time. You want to make money. Okay. And so you're on this journey, and what you want to do is you want to reach this place of profit because you need to. The first thing you need to do is get your foundation laid. Like, that's why survival comes before thriving. You survive first, you thrive second, because you got to pay the bills. You need a base. Okay. So if money is over here, this is what content creators do all the time. And this will help you. I'm glad you're still watching this masterclass. Is what you do is you start your YouTube channel and you get really pumped about it for a while. So you start posting some videos, and it's like building a bridge, and you kind of do this. But then life gets busy, hits you a bit, and you kind of lose momentum here. And then you watch a webinar or you watch some YouTube video, and they're like, you know what? You should start a podcast. So you're like, I should start a podcast. Dude, people do this all the time. And they do like 2 episodes, and then whatever happened to that podcast, I don't know. And then someone's like, you should write an ebook, because you want to get a buy button. You know, you write a book of some kind. So you start working on your ebook, and you get some notes about it. You start, you get like here. And let me know in the live chat if this kind of looks like you've got these kind of incomplete projects. And then the next thing that's hot is Instagram. So I'm going to try to master Instagram. I'm going to like post here a lot. And then you got all this, and it's just kind of causing you overwhelm. And you made like $1 in affiliate marketing, but then it disappeared. And the reason I'm saying this, you get, $1, but over here is like, $500 a month. And then of course it'd be like $5K a month. And the problem is the bridges have not been completed. And even more than that, and then someone starts telling you need to rebrand your, whatever. So what I would say that you should do when you jump into full time is make sure you get something completed. If it was YouTube, you got some videos ranking, you got some money coming in, you got things working. But then here's phase 2. That's phase 1. Finish one bridge. Focus. Follow one course of action until successful. Right? You gotta be focused. And so in addition to maybe YouTube, though, to be fair, maybe that is, and this is the kind of stuff we're gonna be talking about, creating your first digital product or creating products in Inner Circle. We're gonna be talking about monetization strategies. So then what I want you to do, though, is once you kind of got a little bit of traffic, then I maybe want you to get that ebook finished and like put the blinders on. Who cares that the latest social media fad or trend is happening? Kimberly in our community is a good example of this. She has her own iPhone cases. She has something to sell, right? And so she's selling her own iPhone cases. So now not only do you have traffic, but then you're going to add money on this bridge. So I want you to complete a bridge and then keep working on the bridge and make it better. Because even though when you get one done, it's maybe only doing $500 a month, it could quickly be $5,000. But because we're creatives, and I'm guilty of this, man, because we're creatives and we're idea people, we're entrepreneur people, we're like, oh, but I want to go to other things. Heather on my team, I'll be like, here's the 7 new things I want to do. And she's like, Sean, how about we complete the 7 things we're doing right now? You with me? So then I'm even going like, even when you do this, then you want to do like even this and get it even more flowing. You want this thing to be a gusher. You get this thing to be a river, get it to like a 5K mark. That's like a good, decent average of, again, cost of median income, household income in the US is $52,000 a year for dual income or household income. So that's about 4K a month, right? So then if you have whatever it is you need to live on, and I want you to write down your target, like what retires you, not retires you, but retires you from your job and lets you focus on content creation. Maybe you're like, I'm sharing a house. I only need $2,500 a month. Well, then you could be full-time sooner, devoting all of your energy towards, scaling your income. Once you've got this going on, and for me, this was YouTube, and this is what I did. I hit 6 figures, complete bridge, income, affiliate marketing, passive income, Amazon, and YouTube. That was it. Hit 6 figures. Now we're working on other bridges. You get a book done, and then you have something to sell, market, build your brand, and you can add more to it. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can accomplish in 10 years. And so one thing at a time. Uri says, thank you for making this affordable to new creators. You're very welcome. And I do have some Q&A. So I know we've been talking a lot about Inner Circle. Thanks for still being here. Pumped you're here. Good to see you, John, King Yorkie, John, Spencer. Thanks for being here. Hit me with some of those question marks. I already have a lot of questions, so I'm going to get to the ones that were asked earlier. I think there's going to be a lot of additional clarity here. Mike, thanks for joining Inner Circle. Jason, Gwinnell, Tom, good to see you. Ari, Matt, Don. So pumped you guys are in it. Man, we're ready to build. And questions. Girl giving her best life. Would it be beneficial? Oh, wait. Okay, so I already answered that. Okay. Hit me with some questions in the live chat about anything. When we get accepted into the group, I just joined. Okay, so Melody, thanks so much for joining. Great to have you. In the Facebook group, we'll just verify your membership and then we'll approve you in there. And actually, while just questions coming in about anything at all, here's the members area. So inside your members area, you're going to see a couple things. You get a private members area. You can log in here. You're going to see all the next upcoming times, information about our private Facebook group, the live lesson details in here, and the upcoming dates, or we will have those in there. And those, they should all be listed in there. And then so far you've got legendary live streaming. Last couple of months, we've been doing some super cool stuff and a challenge. So when you join right now, you can dive right into this stuff. And then here is your vault that you're going to see during this limited offer. So when you join Inner Circle right now, you're going to be able to dive into the vault. So you can see that you then go into these trainings and you're going to get tactics, breaking down posts. This is about Facebook scheduling posts. You have the PDF downloads that are in here. Things like uploading native videos. We'll walk you through this stuff step by step, show you examples. And that's just one of the things. So you have access to the vault. So you can go in here. You can see live streaming, power up your content, growth hacking Instagram. So that's all in your members area. And then, yeah, you can see even bonus trainings in the Facebook group. And, you know, this is Heather Torres. So she's in here talking about being confident on camera, building your boldness. You know, Heather will do Q&As and channel reviews. And so will I throughout the week in the Facebook group, as well as on the live trainings. So you'll get access to that when you join Inner Circle. And then you'll see the time of our next live training as well inside of your members area there. So let's see here. Questions. All right. Should you have multiple channels or just one? Brett, great question. Just one. Power of focus. Now you can have multiple channels, but the only reason I would suggest, this is what I would suggest. You know what? This could be YouTube channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all you've done is you've built one bridge, but then you start building another bridge. You start building another bridge. The only reason I think it's good to have maybe multiple channels when starting is if you want one that is literally 10% of your time, because every once in a while you want to upload a video about drones, but your main channel is about personal finance. They're so different that you're like, look, whenever I go out with my family and I fly drones and I want to review drones, and I'm not even going to be that serious about it now, but I want to start planting the seeds now, I'm going to do that second channel. But anytime you add a second thing, you do divide your focus. And so I want you to get a gusher going first. So not two channels to start. And most people underestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 5 or 10. You can start other channels and other brands in your future. I mean, again, I'm be telling Melissa right now, I'm like, yo, I want to start talking about leadership and the book of Proverbs. And I want to start 4 different YouTube channels. And Heather and Mel and Susan are like, bro, Sean, chill out. But it's also what I'm passing along to you, right? It's because I know this. I know that we need to build. We need to focus until things are complete, polished, finished. And then even once they are, then you really get antsy. I want to move to the next thing. Go back and finish it even better and then move on to the next thing. Great question, Brett. Mel, if you want to help just move some questions over, I'll be able to see them on the main thing and put them in whatever order you want. When can I start linking my Amazon on YouTube? Well, as soon as you get approved, but I do recommend building momentum first. So roughly maybe 500 subscribers, maybe 50 to 150 views a video. And then what I would do is once I have that and I've kind of built out my positioning, I've built out my channel, I would apply for the Amazon program. You'll get approved. You have to make 3 sales, I believe, in 180 days, or maybe it's a different amount of days. So then I would get approved, and then I would be prepared to upload 4 affiliate marketing related videos in the next 2 months during that 100-day period or whatever. And here's what I mean. Maybe you have a fitness channel. I'll just use that as an example. You do workouts on Monday. It's not affiliate marketing. 20-minute workouts on Mondays. But then what I would say is, okay, I'm applying for this affiliate program. This next Thursday, the Thursday after, I'm doing product review videos. That's what we talk about in our product review profits program. That's one of the bonuses for Inner Circle. And so I'm going to get those product review videos out. So I already got momentum, and I've already got a plan to do strategic affiliate marketing related videos so that I can make sure I get those sales. And so that I can make sure I do those sales, and then I make sure my account stays approved. Because if you don't make enough sales in a short amount of time or in that period, they just shut your account down. So that's why you want momentum first. Eric, will you be doing a meetup at NAB? I don't know if we'll be doing an official meetup. Number 1, maybe, because we did last year. Number 2, we could definitely meet up. Like if you're at NAB, let's hang out. TubeBuddy, yes or no? Nothing against it. I'm a vidIQ guy. I love where vidIQ is going. TubeBuddy has some great features. So does vidIQ. So it's not even a no. Some people use both. I only need vidIQ. Real Kitchen, is the cookie niche so crowded? What's the best way to stand out and be different? I think look for recipes that haven't been covered, topics that haven't been covered. But I think learning to rank videos is the key. I think just going for it. And here's kind of what I mean. If you go like how to bake salmon in oven with tinfoil. So here's some strategy that'll help you too, just to get you started. Install keywordseverywhere.com. That's going to show you all this keyword volume. And then go to the YouTube search bar. And here's what I want you to do to come up with some video ideas. Because what's crazy is what I want you to do is niche down. And this is applicable for every niche. Niche down because how to bake salmon is a little generic. But if you go in the oven with foil, we are so specific right there, right? And if you go to the other side, all these videos that are ranked are old, including old Sean here 6 years ago, throwing out his dad's recipe on how he taught me to cook salmon. Like, what do I know? I don't know anything at all, but this was my lifestyle channel. I was just experimenting. Okay. So that's just an example of being not just how to bake salmon, but it's the actual tin foil. And then check it out. Here's one of my favorite books. It's not even a cooking book, but it's an affiliate link to The 4-Hour Chef by Tim Ferriss, which is about cooking, but it's also about like learning anything and a lot of other cool stuff. So it's like a case study, but you got to just go for it. And that's the crazy thing about some niches is put out specific videos. You know, a friend of mine started a channel called Big Daddy Eats. And this was not too long ago. He got busy. He stopped posting there. His name's Renee. I'm trying to get him to come back on. And what's nuts though, is that his videos, 21,000 views, 2 years. So what was his angle? Whole30 breakfast. So he was a Whole30 guy, Whole30 chicken, Whole30 egg salad. Do you see where I'm coming from? You need to be a little bit different. If you just throw out like how to cook salmon, you're dead in the water. And no pun intended, a fish in the water. Okay, whatever. You know, does that make sense? But you start going like real specific, like in a tinfoil boat, it starts getting crazy. And so we'll answer a couple more questions. I know we're at the top of the hour here. Thanks so much for being here. I got some more questions though. They're coming in. I'll stay on for a little while longer. I want you to, if you are interested in joining Inner Circle, you can go over to the page, and actually the page button right below, click here for more information, is our older page. So we definitely want to make sure you get to that new page at innercircle.live. So this is what'll happen. Just click the button below or go there later and you can watch a video more about Inner Circle and you can see exactly how it works. So we'll break everything down on this page, what you'll get, including the access to the vault, the downloadable guides. And if you want to learn some stuff from a couple of people's stories, there's a great video on here of a couple of our current Inner Circle members. So definitely check that out. And then you'll see the bonuses. And like I said, this is a very limited offer. We'll close the doors to Inner Circle and the bonuses will go away. So innercircle.live, if you want to learn all the information, head over there to learn, watch the video and learn everything else about Inner Circle. Ditharthian Gaming, Sean, how can I more quickly improve my video presence? I feel like I'm lacking a commanding presence and I hold people for a longer time. I want to encourage you, keep doing it. The master has failed more times than the amateur has even tried. I'm not trying to call you an amateur. The master has failed more times than the beginner has tried, right? So sometimes we're like, man, my energy on camera, I can't communicate like Sean or whoever. But what you didn't see is that, again, I started shooting videos for my church in 2003 and I was trying to do video announcements and I was on camera and I was not good, but I was practicing. What you also didn't see is that the first video on my Sean Thinks channel in 2010 or 2010 when I started that was not, who I am today. In fact, let me see if I can just pull it up just to give you some encouragement, because we can all grow, learn, and become better at what we do as communicators. So let's check this out here real quick.
What's going on, what's on my mind, and also so oftentimes. All right, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog, and I'm gonna try to vlog every single day, mainly so I can remember what I'm even doing and what's going on, because I just feel like I have a lot that I'm thinking about, and I figured, hey, why not share it? And if you find something interesting, that's awesome. Now, this is definitely as real as it gets, so I'm not going to try to be energetic or entertaining, though maybe sometimes I will. But anyways,
man, I tell you what, man, the pain of watching that video every time, it's got a special feel to it. But I hope that encouraged you, right? Because even though I've been doing videos for my church, I sat down and I started YouTube and I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I had this I even had a background ready to be put up, this white sheet that I would tack across the room. And I didn't even tack it across the room. It's my first video. I'm not going to try to be energetic and entertaining. By the way, that's a bad strategy. You're like, look, I refuse to be energetic. I refuse to be entertaining. I refuse to even have a purpose for this. You know what I mean? This video was doomed to fail, but I'm so proud of it. Why? Because if it wasn't for this video, then I would have never got to the videos I'm posting today. And if you look at this channel, which is not even my main channel, you could see a process of someone trying to learn and figure it out and post weird stuff and filming with his droid and then vlogging for a while. And I was trying to win. I mean, I wasn't trying to lose here. I was trying to, like, what do influencers do? What do content creators do? In 1 week, I reviewed The Amazing Spider-Man. I did a simple curry chicken salad recipe. I vlogged about my morning ritual. I reviewed some Shin Ramen. You know what I mean? I was just all over the place, and maybe you can relate to that. That's why in Inner Circle, it's all about clarity. It's about being purpose-driven. It's about avoiding all of the wandering that I did, right? Wandering, worrying, trying to figure things out. It's just a faster path because you get a guide. This was me trying to climb Everest, getting stuck in the snow, like falling into a ravine and, like just wandering around. But back to your question, the way you do it is you keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Work on your skills. Keep practicing. Keep posting videos. And dare I say, in 2009, I knew I wanted to do this because once I decided, I was like, I want to be a full-time content creator. I went to stuff like Toastmasters. Like, look up Toastmasters in your city. That is a place that you can learn how to speak better, and they'll make you speak in front of people. That sounds scary. Good. Get out of your comfort zone and level up. So I went to Toastmasters. I went to the Chamber of Commerce, and I presented my freelance video business at the time. Horribly. But I'm so glad I did, because it helped me level up to be the communicator I am today. So just be patient with yourself, have grace, and keep posting. Carmen, I have one channel in English and another in Spanish for the same thing. Great question. No. Why? Because every channel needs a target audience. And unless your target audience is bilingual people, if you're like, my target audience, this channel is only for bilingual people, then the problem is, if you're uploading 2 different languages, half of the people that subscribe aren't going to understand half the videos. So that is one case when you'd want to do 2 different channels, but I don't want you doing 2 channels at once when starting, because it takes so much energy. So pick a target audience, pick a language, focus on that language first, and you could maybe always start one later. That's my advice. What is a good time to start Patreon? I currently have 1,300 subs. I think a good time to start Patreon is when, besides subscribers, you're getting some good engagement. And then you also get clear on a strategy for it. You know, I think some people half-heartedly launch it, and their heart's in it, but they don't really think about the bonuses. They don't think about the offer. They don't really think about. So I would study other Patreons that are successful. I would look at what they're offering. I would brainstorm. And then what I would do, Chrissy, is I would also survey people. I would ask people what they'd want to learn. I would almost do what you would do for free, you know what I mean, before you start Patreon, to get some momentum and then start it, as opposed to starting it too early, almost kind of like do a beta thing. Hey, Olivia, thanks for being here. Rob, joining. New Inner Circle members. Want to congratulate Mario, Matthew, Carol, Steven, Stephanie, Josh, Jana, Carlos, Alexis, Bobby, Nella, Rob, and Olivia. Thank you so much for jumping in Inner Circle. Really quick, if you are just joining or you're still thinking about this, just to look at it really quick, let me pull this up and we will land the plane. I do want you, if you're on the fence, to jump in now. You're going to get Inner Circle, Grow with Video, Video Product Review Profits, our YouTube Hypergrowth Blueprint, and the Inner Circle Vault, a $10,000 value of training, courses you can watch now, the vault you can watch now, monthly ongoing group coaching, mentorship, and motivation, not for $10,000, but for $49 today, plus $49 on a monthly membership. And you can save even more if you go annual, and you can go to innercircle.live to jump in. And I want to encourage you, other programs that we have, you can go get on our website and different places. But this offer with the vault and everything that you're getting here, this is very limited. And in 2 weeks, we will close it down, and this webinar will go away. You can watch the replay tomorrow and check it out for a while, but we'll take this down, put it in the members area, and we will also close down Inner Circle and until the next season where we open it again. And the reason why is because you've heard the people joining. We want to make sure everybody is absolutely getting the most value and impact and attention possible, as well as their onboarding experience is the best as possible, right? So all that to say, jump in now. We're here for you. We're committed to this thing. If you've liked this training and you like the tips, then you just know that it's more of that. And we get into stuff if you're just starting, but we get into some advanced stuff in Inner Circle. People are loving it. In fact, at the end of every session, we have clarity questions so you can know the exact right thing for you to do. Because that's the problem with other programs too. It's not that the information's bad. It's not right for you right now. That's why we have clarity questions at the end to help you get clarity to see, okay, well, this is a great session, but how does it apply to me right now? Because how it applies to Sean is different than how it applies to Heather or whatever. You're in good hands in Inner Circle. Hit the button on this page if you're still curious, right below this video, to go over to the page. You can see a video about it, and then you can also see some of the stories from people that are in it. But I know it'll serve you, and it'll be super, super valuable for you. So click the button. And then last question, what did you like best in this training? Tell me one of your aha moments and let me know on a scale from 1 to 10 what you got out of this. You might have already let us know, so I'll be able to scroll up when I catch up on all this content. But what did you like best? What was the biggest aha moment for you? And what did you get out of this masterclass the most? I hope it's been super valuable for you. I want to thank you for spending some time with me. Maybe you're here on the replay. Thank you so much for being here. Rebuilding with Saul 10. Appreciate it. The Facebook tip was awesome scuba diving. Glad it was helpful. Corey, appreciate you. Carmen, appreciate you. Reasons come before results. Girl living her best life. Appreciate it. Cadron, focus. Super grateful. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for being a part of this masterclass. Click the button. Let's do Inner Circle. Let's crush it and get you up that content creation mountain to building a full-time income this year. Finish that bridge, Mr. Thrive Chef. I love it. And joined Inner Circle. Joseph, so pumped you're in it. If you're still curious about Inner Circle, right now, click the button below this video. Head over to that page, and I'll see you on the video there. Plus, you can hear from so other people. Thanks again for being here on the training. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go grab dinner with my beautiful wife and Chihuahuas right now. Aaron, I'm glad you got value out of it. Thanks for being here. Morgan, Craig, Simply Sherry, really appreciate you. And I'm excited. We will do more trainings like this that are free throughout the year, probably in Q2. But if you want trainings like this on a monthly basis, definitely go research Inner Circle. Dare to Dream. Michelle, appreciate you that you're here. It's great seeing you. I can't wait for dinner with wifey. All right. Keep crushing it. Keep smashing it. Remember, our brand is all about bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.